Pick a button to get started.
Sorry, and we leveled up while we were sleeping, and Bugsy wasn't sleeping. Is that correct?
I wasn't sleeping.
Well, as in you were sleeping poorly, but you were having difficulty sleeping.
You still got the long rest in, Bugz, and you still leveled up.
Yeah.
But it was a long. Actually, I'm gonna retcon it a little bit for reasons.
Yep.
I kind of rushed at the end there. So you're still out in the wilderness, making your way back from the ruins of the Dark Duchess, and temporarily departing from the whale oil merchant guy, who was decided who would take it back to Bryn Shander. I'll have you guys on the way back, just getting a long rest then. So Bugz and everybody, long rest, leveled up, all those good things. And as I said, that's where we'll pick it up. Bugz, you're still getting these horrible, horrible nightmares.
Yes.
And excuse me. And finally, after quite a long way out in the wilderness, out in these desolate plains of Icewind Dale, you're approaching the outskirts of Bremen, where you see someone kind of hunkered down in the snow about 100 yards out from Bremen itself, sort of far enough outside of the town perimeter as to not be seen, but far enough away that if something went wrong, you could run back into Bremen. And the kind of figure's kind of huddled up in the snow. You see right on the outskirts. So, Order of the Beak, what would you like to do?
And see if the person's all right.
Sure. So,
How does everyone else feel about that?
Well, the last time that Tarvin did something like this, somebody got killed. So please, if you want to take the lead on this,
you can take the lead, Shajaya. Go for it.
Thank you. Let me just see how I can make it safer. I've got a spell, haven't I, that I can I use a spell?
Of course.
Sorry, I've just had new spells, so I am checking to see if any of them apply. I've only got guidance, and I'd have to touch the person for that.
No, you'd have to touch yourself.
Yeah.
Just touch the person who you get guidance. So you can guide yourself, absolutely.
Right. Okay, I'll do that then.
Would you like to take a closer look, Shajaya?
Yes.
So make me a perception check. Ooh,
Okay.
Perception +7, nice. And with your guidance, you can add a D4 on top of that as well. So just roll a D4. Just gotta bring up.
Where are we? 14.
It's a 14. And I see you rolled a 4 as well. So it'll bring it up to an 18. It's a little bit hard to tell because they're wrapped up in winter clothing. You're not quite sure why they're sitting out here, but they're definitely covered up in the furs. You do see them kind of glancing around and then looking down, so obviously alive. So unlike the thing you saw on top of the dragon, this is a very alive person.
Okay. I could try talking to them and call out, "Are you okay?
Okay.
Is there anything you need?"
And this human male looks up and says, "Shajaya, is that you?"
Who is it? I can't see.
It's Keegan.
Ah.
We need
You
to
all
talk.
right?
I'm fine, but you guys are not. Look, come closer. Look, it's me, Keegan. And he brings down his hood a little bit, and it's very much Keegan. If you remember, Keegan lived in Targos and was married to Garrett. Keegan and Garrett.
Yeah.
And Keegan was the guy who you met in Targos, and Garrett was the guy who you rescued from Calvin's cairn. So someone you recognise, someone who, you know, you've had a good relationship, done them a favour, and he brings down his hood just quickly enough so you can see his face is Keegan. He's kind of got these wind glasses on, thick lenses to stop his eyes from burning out. And he's sitting out here. What's that, sorry?
What's happened?
He carved us those whale tooth bone pendants that are around our neck, I believe.
I'm sure.
Well. Look, there's some problems. Look, just come over here. We can't. For reasons I'll explain, you can't go into Bremen. Please approach.
You think it's safe? That sounds a bit.
You could check by
a bit dicey.
insight if you're curious.
Yeah. Okay.
Insight. Yep.
Can I do? Do we all do that, or just me?
Shajar, you're taking the lead, so Shajar, you make an insight check.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You can guide yourself as well. Oh, 17 plus a d4. So 19.
Oh.
So this, in your opinion, is Keegan, right? He knew you by name. He said, Shajar, is that you? He, despite the fact that he's sitting outside of towns, he seems concerned. Concerned for someone in the Order of the Beak. He's very concerned about you. And he seems trustworthy.
Okay.
He seems like the Keegan that you know and love.
Okay. Well, shall we go over, or would you like me to go over? I can go over myself.
Tarvin will come with you. I think.
We'll all come over if you share with us. If you share that he's on the level, then we'll all come over.
Give us a wink, a thumbs up.
Yeah, he is. He seems odd, but safe to approach.
Cool.
Okay, so you all wander over. And everybody recognizes him now that you're close. It is Keegan, the person who you met in Targos with his dog called Boy. And Keegan says, man, you guys sure are a sight for good eyes. Where's Scar?
Oh dear.
Malamak
Unfortunately,
looks to the ground.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Over to the ashes and the necklace that he'd made for him that sits atop it. Sort of nods towards it.
oh no, Scar fell.
He was taken by a white dragon.
Oh. This is grave news. I loved Scar. He was a good sort. I'm sad to see him go. And I wish I had good news for you, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to pile more bad news upon this. Listen, you guys have made a name for yourself. I mean, you've got the iron to Bryn Shander. We've heard news of the whale oil being brought to Bryn Shander. You've cleared the mines at Tourmaline. You've helped Nimsy in Lonely Wood stop the hunts from that bear. You've solved mysteries in Kirkonig for mystery items. You've got a goddamn cauldron that's currently in Bryn Shander that's feeding many people. You guys have done many, many good things, and news from you has gotten far and wide. So that's the good news. You've gained respect and a bit of notoriety. Most people talk about how much they admire the Order of the Beak. You've done a lot in a short amount of time. Unfortunately, this is also your curse. It seems as if news of your exploits have spread beyond Icewind Dale. And this will hopefully explain why you can't go back into town just yet. These posters have been plastered up all over town. Now, before I show you this poster, let me just say, the majority of the town would not take notice of this poster because of the respect you gained. But as you know, people come to Icewind Dale to escape things. Some of them not terribly noble things, and they would do anything for a gold piece. So this flyer has been plastered all over the 10 towns, inside bars, inside inns, everything. And she brings out a piece of paper and shows it to everyone.
Oh no. I shouldn't laugh.
Oh no.
Why just Bugz?
Well, this is the sign we see. There's just Bugz, and this is why. You guys, well, I guess you could go back except for Bugz. And as I said, people respect you here. People love you for what you have done. But as I said, there are some people here who would sell their grandmother for much less than 1,000 gold pieces. So if you go back into town, Bugz, you will be hunted.
I was afraid of this.
What is the meaning of this, Bugsy?
Look, I've tried very hard to keep my head down. As some of you are aware, I've got a family back at home that I have not seen for many a time now. And I used to once be a famous reporter. I was so good at my job, in fact, that I got a lot of information on the down low and wrote an expose about demon worshipping in high families. I wanted to bring them down and show them for who they were, and I did so. And if I were to return, my family would be dead, so I ran away, and now they're hunting me.
Why?
Who is this speaker, Maxwell Dinar?
You'll know he's the speaker in Targos, who you stole the cauldron from.
Stole it back, I should say.
It will be one of the high families. There are a few high families, one in particular, Van Thampa, who I very badly spoke against. Yeah,
Well,
going against high families is the dangerous task.
Bugz, just tell me straight. Who do we need to kill?
Well, some of the demon worshippers were of the Van Thampa family, so there are a few in there who I imagine want me very dead. Notably, Duke Thalmra is one of them. He's the matriarch of the family. What he says, that they will follow.
Oh, I think he's a dead man. Now how do we get to him?
That's a good question. Last I saw him, he was in Waterdeep, where I left him and my family.
Perhaps we could sweat this Maxwell Dinar. Find more information from him. He's the conduit to these families.
If I may speak, says Keegan, now that you mention these noble families, something, mind you, I should mention that we have people stationed, people who know and love you, outside Bremen, outside Targus, outside all the kind of perimeter towns. As I said, there are people around here who know and who love you and didn't want this information getting out. And we knew you headed to the Sea of Sword Coast, so I mean, you just happened to find me. Garrett out there as well. Nimsies put guards out to try and look for you, in all desperation to prevent you from entering back into the 10 towns. And what we have noticed now that you've benched up this noble family, there was a carriage that arrived via the 10 Trails. Now, as you know, the 10 Trails is more or less blocked up. It's very hard to cross the spine of the world. It's just too dangerous. But this very elaborate carriage turned up. Obviously, a pretty penny was paid for it. And these 2 mighty steeds. Now, when I say steeds, you think horses. These are unlike horses I ever seen. I swore as I saw them, people saw them come into town, they swore that their hooves did not even touch the snow, almost as if they hovered above them. And one person in Bryn Shander swore he looked into the eyes and saw just blackness and darkness and something wrong, very wrong about these creatures. So, the carriage is here, brought in by these 2 nightmarish steeds, and someone's been talking to the speaker of Targos. It's a very, very skinny man. No idea who this is, but he came with 2 very, very large bodyguards, servants. I'm not sure how to describe them, only that they were huge and didn't look like they could took a joke, put it that way.
Oh, what you're saying is that we shouldn't go into town.
Well, I would say the majority of townsfolk love and respect you, but they're a significant member who I say would kill their own grandmother for a few coppers. So, I'm saying you could go into town, but there's people who are actively going to want to kill you and actively want to get this 1,000 gold piece reward. I know this is a difficult situation, but those are the facts.
Bugz pulls out a very old, what looks to be old, crumpled, a little yellowed in colour of the expose that he had written about some of these highborn families, and just shows the crew why he is being so hated on.
What would you like to happen, Bugsy?
Good. Yeah.
You know, one day I would love to return to my family. That's a dream that I hold on to. I haven't seen my kids and I don't know how long. There are many a family that have been scorned from this, notably that Van Thampa family. There's quite a few prominent people in that family that could do many a dangerous thing.
What would you recommend is a good way to us to deal with that problem with the family?
While I would love to end them, you know, the reason why they hate me is I exposed them for being these devil worshippers, and I don't know what hold they have over these demons, right?
Yeah. How would you go about exposing them, apart from, like, you know, I suppose you tried to do that?
Oh, they've been well exposed. Their names are out there. That's why they want me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, I suppose, find another printing place and re-expose them once again in this area too, Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
Al, have you heard of a printing press in the area?
No printing presses in any of the 10 towns.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, this is partly the reason why I came here. I thought, you know, you guys in Icewind Dale, there's no news of printers and my exposés. I thought surely they wouldn't find me here. Well,
it seems as if, as I said, has spoken with reverence, and it's leaked to other parts of Faerun.
That was my foolish mistake. I got too confident in being far away from them and allowed my name to get out.
It seems like we've got two choices. A lot of our missions, a lot of our things we need to investigate take us away from the towns. At the meantime, perhaps we steer clear from the towns until, and maybe they lose steam. Alternatively, we can rush in and meet this head on and deal with this threat. How does the group feel? How does the order feel?
Yes, we can. I'm in agreement with you. But the head on.
You want to meet
it head on. Yeah, I think so. But we can't take Bugz to Bremen. Is there any way we can disguise?
Maybe some of us could stay on the outskirts of town and undercover while some venture into the town itself.
Ooh.
No, the
Are you
information.
okay?
What's that?
I was going to say, so the poster told us that that Bugz is wanted, but it doesn't mention anything about us. Or do you think now that their association with us would make us clear targets for any of the 10 towns where these libels have been put up?
As soon as I left my family was safe. But you guys are now associated with me and I with you. I don't know how I feel about you guys risking yourselves in this situation.
I think it might be too risky. Yeah. We could some of us could disguise themselves.
I feel like perhaps we need to take care of the imminent threat of your sanity, your head, Bugz, rather than walking headlong into a dangerous situation. Perhaps we can get you into a better headspace so that we can best meet this head on at a later date.
I had an idea.
Yes.
I've had an idea where we could send a message. Also, we don't know why Keegan's here. We still haven't figured that out. Why he's out here.
It can warn us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here to warn you.
He's part of the resistance.
The
Okay.
resistance, yes.
It just
There
seemed
it-
odd that he was. Yeah.
He's a comrade.
If you had approached Targos, Shajar,
Yeah.
Garrett would have been waiting for you there to warn you. If you got to Lonelywood, Nimsy or someone Nimsy trusted will be waiting for you in Lonelywood. If you went to Tourmaline, the list goes on. As I said, you've done much good in the 10 towns. You are very well respected. So we just wanted to keep you safe. There are people...
Who is the most... Sorry, carry on. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, you are respected. People want to keep you safe. As I said, you just happened to bump into me. If you'd gone to a different city, you would have bumped into someone else.
Keegan,
Who is
there's
the most powerful?
no way I know to thank you enough for this, but you must make sure that you do not allow yourself to be a known associate of me. If this family finds out, they have far too much money to get what they want.
Well, I'll keep my head down as much as I can, but quite frankly, you saved my husband. I owe you more than I can say.
Well, I suppose the last part then is, do we have sufficient supplies to stay in the wild? Because there's several places that we have yet to visit. We did hear rumours about the Yarlmoot. Mimsy, if she was here, she would tell us about that crash site far to the south. on the spine of the world.
And
We
the lake
hadn't made
monster?
No, Egan's timing might just be pretty spot on here. If we can't get into a city, maybe he could take Scar for us to lay him properly at rest.
Bryn Shander.
Oh, I can do that, of course. I can take Scar. I mean, I know he's loved at the House of the Morning Lord.
Yeah.
It'd be an honour to do that. Now, just speaking as Malcolm for a second, the problem with Bugsy's crystal is one that needs to be solved. But I just want to say that ties very much into Albert's backstory. So I would almost prefer not to do that. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense.
He also prefers not to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
speaking as a DM, let's just solve all of Albert's stuff while he's hanging out with his wahine.
Yes. So let's.
Do we need to we need to get anything, or is it worth going into Bremen, and attracting the attention of someone who is powerful, who could help us if they realized the truth? Because I could sneak in the shape of an animal with a note and find that person, get them to meet us outside town.
One of the things that Cal, you would relate, being a little bit more familiar with the 10 towns than everybody else, is the speaker, who's generally regarded as the most respected person here, is Speaker Dolbul Gruff Shale Scar, who's a dwarf, but unfortunately age has addled his mind. And his vacant-eyed stare is often mistaken for unflappable calmness. Almost like the king in Lord of the Rings, you know, the one who was addled by Wormtongue.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Theoden.
yes,
Yeah.
Theoden. So he's there, he's a leader, but he's not really much of a leader. Sounds like people are basically waiting for him to die until someone else takes over. And Bremen is also a really small town, only about 150 people.
Okay. That is small.
Where would we like to go then? I mean, we've heard rumours that there might be useful weaponry in Yarmouth. The Lost Spire of Netherall, like that's a Shardlin, a space of Shardlin. We've also got the ability to catch up with the some of the Reghead tribes. At
The lake
Sky Tower
monster?
Shower. That's at Bremen. The lake monster's in Bremen, but I feel like it might be too dangerous for us to go into a town just yet.
Still, 150 people. I'm not
you
saying
talking
it.
You're killing them all.
No. What I mean is, it's a small town, right? Very small. So there's not many places an assailant could hide. So
What
as long as we
we
stay
hide.
out, as long as we stay out in the open, I reckon we might be okay.
But 1,000 gold pieces, that would have every thug, assassin, and would-be killer attacking us and jumping us at any opportunity as soon as we went around any corner, I would imagine.
Let them try. I've got some new spells I want to try out.
We could always just disguise ourselves as best we can, just for, passing by.
I actually think, just because of this proximity, I think we should maybe go head down to Yarmouth and stay out of the towns for now. Or we meet Bugsy's enemy head on somehow. Go straight to it.
That is. Those are the two
That's
options.
what I think. Meet the
So we
enemy.
have meet the enemy head on.
Yeah.
Bugsy, says Keegan. Do you know who that was? The skinny man? Is there anything you can tell us about him?
The skinny man, the Van Thumper family.
Yeah, remember I said there was the carriage that came in on the 10 troughs with these nightmarish steeds and a very skinny, wretched-looking woman with a tube
the
of
one
large
in that family that I believe is he's known for being notoriously slender, as the eldest son, Thurswell Van Thamper, who will eventually take over from Palmara. He's next in line, and he's got no respect for his other sons, his other brothers. Slimy man.
So perhaps this is Thirstwald Van Thamper then. Maybe he was sent here.
Perhaps. No one has respect for him, so I imagine he himself is trying to gain that respect by being the one to catch me.
Maybe. And what will we achieve though? Let's assume it's Thirstwald Van Thamper. We find him. We kill him. We kill his bodyguards. I mean, is that the end of it?
Well, you find and kill the heir to the Van Thamper family, and you've got the rest of the family to deal with.
It seems Thirstwald, you're attacking the branches when perhaps the Van Thampers needs to be cut off at the roots, shall we say?
Yes.
Cal, that's so dark.
I meant if we had killed them, they must have bought the reward money with them, surely.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we pretend that we pretend that we've captured Bugz, but we have a plan, a backup plan to the money and the reward, and then so we're gonna force this guy into admitting that he's part of the demon worshippers. Can we do that?
We're well-known associates. That's the only issue.
We have to disguise
Yeah,
ourselves.
I think only Tarvin could pull that off.
Yeah.
And maybe I just take the money. No, of course not. I jest.
Find them.
There is some merit in the idea. It's a quick, easy way to find. We hand ourselves in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember, we've annoyed the Speaker of Targos and Keir Dinaval as well. Oh, well, no, not Keir Dinaval. The people in Keir Dinaval. So we have made a few enemies in our travels. Remember, we have wiped out a few of these people that have gotten with these cults and stuff. So those cult followers will have no love for us, despite our good deeds in helping some of the other places.
What if half of us hand ourselves in, the other half hang back out of sight and follow the first group once they're captured?
Yeah,
Is
we
that
just
too
need
crazy?
a good plan. No, it's not. We just need a good plan. It's going to work. Or
Definitely need a plan that's going to work. I agree.
we can't disguise ourselves.
And
I'm
that's
the only one, but I can only disguise myself as an animal.
Me too.
I could be a horse. I could go into a giant horse, and you could.
I could be a horse. I could be a riding horse.
Yeah, I could be
But-
a draft horse, and you could be a riding horse, and then we can
We
just.
we
Cuss
can
in
do it
and
for
go.
2 hours.
I've got
2 hours at a time.
disguise self for 1 hour.
It's not long, is it?
I've got a
For
great
me-
new spell though. I can't wait to use it.
I
have you
have a
got?
disguise kit.
That's what I reckon. Yeah, go in, say, "Oh, look who we've captured," but then prize them and go. Actually, boy. And
Well, do we
help me
even
out
know
here.
which town this this Van Thamper person has ended up in, because if we
Well,
can
they
decide
want us to go to that speaker in
it still
Targos.
takes a couple of hours to get from one place to another.
Yeah, the carriage was in Targos, so presumably he's there as well.
Oh,
But we're not exactly welcome in Targos. Remember, because we did sort of raid the town hall there, and the local guards would not be pleased to see us either. So I'd rather give Targos a wide berth.
Yeah.
but that's
When
where
you're a guard and you've been like duped by someone, there's nothing better than finding those guys and giving them a good kicking in a back alley.
Oh,
That's
I
the way-
believe they hate me very much too, as I was the one who took the gold from the chest.
The
it
platinum.
was a great night.
The platinum, sorry. Yeah, yeah, even worse.
At Targos, or was that Kia?
No, Targos when we.
Targos.
Yeah.
We basically,
Cool.
we did a robbery.
Yeah.
Killed some people.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should just wait until we've got Whimsy back, just bettering it as well.
Okay, so we are still being hunted though.
Yeah.
So to Yarmut.
Shall we go to the Almut? I don't see a way. Like if we are surrounded and we hand ourselves in, we suddenly spring it. I don't see what we're really gaining, unless we,
Unless we only half the party hand themselves in. But even then, awkward. We'd have to disguise ourselves in, Robin Hood styles. Shoot the rope. Which I'm willing to give it a go, but I don't like my odds.
We have to figure out. We would be going in there to the money, or it's our priority, or is our priority to expose the demon worshippers? What's the priority?
To kill the hunters, and to get Bugz his freedom back.
But
So he,
if you kill him, then that's going to just make the bounty on Bug's head even larger. I don't think we gain anything by going in there, guns blazing, whatever a gun is.
arrows blazing. Yeah.
Arrows blazing. I could have learnt fire arrows, but I didn't.
Okay. Well.
So, can someone remind me, because I have a very limited attention span some of the time, what was the rumour that we heard about the Yarmut?
Yep.
We know roughly where it is, but if I recollect, that was just something we'd overheard in one of the pubs, and I thought we might have needed someone to help guide us there. Was that right? Oh.
Okay, I'll tell you about what you heard about the Almut.
Something about ice giants. The ice giants?
Where the giants used to
Telling.
meet.
Were they frost giants? Ice
And
giants?
the rumour, I think, was that there might be some weaponry that we could use to fight our fight there
Fight our fight. I love it.
against the old ice goddess.
Oriole, was it?
Yeah.
Also, it's the kind of nearest thing, Cal, as well, to us. There's not a
I
town.
wonder if we could turn the family on each other. There's despising between Emmerich and Thurswell, and that Emmerich wants his brother's position to be the next heir.
Any ideas, Bugz?
Well, I'm wondering if we can get hold of Emmerich, perhaps, and we could offer him a deal, maybe. Get rid of Thurswell and see what his position, how he would run the matriarch where he stands with the devils.
And where do we find this? Also, Angric or
Amric, we may have
Amric.
to get some information from his older brother who's in town about that.
in Bremen?
I believe he's in Targos there as well. Yeah.
Hmm.
Have to somehow lure him out.
Well,
What sort of devils? Well, for start, you got to make the distinction between devils and demons. Devils and demons are two completely different things. You can make a deal with a devil, and they will honor that deal. You make a deal with a demon, and you're just asking for trouble. That eat you. They're just chaotic, crazy creatures. So
Yes,
the thing
sorry,
that
they were devil
the
worshippers.
devils is very important distinction in the D&D world. So you discovered that they were worshipping a figment of the leader of the first. The levels of Hells have 9 levels, and the first level is a place called Avernus, and it's ruled by I can't remember her name. I'll have it in a second. And they were worshipping her, and she was giving them power, which is basically the secret that you exposed. Yeah. So devil worshipping a devil, and in return the devil was giving them a power. But you do know that deals with devils, they're like lawyers. They find little completely legal ways, but completely immoral ways to get around contracts. Loopholes would be a good word, yes.
Is it the same devil as what they were worshipping in Kier Dinaval?
No.
it's a
That
demon.
was like
That was a demon.
No, that was a devil. That was a devil from the 5th layer of hell.
Or 4, yeah.
Oh, 5th? Whatever. Yeah. A different level. This is from the 1st level. And... yeah. Zariel was the name of the ruler of the 1st layer of hell.
They were worshipping Asmodeus on the 5th layer at
That's right.
Ardoth.
Yeah, so different types of devil worshippers.
so respectful, community-minded ones as opposed to the destructive ones.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to go along with the group then, if that makes sense. If we are going to deal with this, then we'll deal with it, or if we go out somewhere else.
Well, okay. Tarvin wants to do this. wants to go for the devil worshippers. So I vote devil worshippers. Hunters, whatever you want to call them.
Okay. Shashaya, you're in on that as well, aren't you?
Yep.
Well, I believe the casting vote here should be Bugz. Bugz, what do you want?
Well, Bugz doesn't want any of you involved. But he does want his freedom. So, ultimately, if he can get this family down, that's what he wants to do.
Okay. So, what is our plan then?
Well, we could do what Shajira is saying and send a note in to get them to meet us outside of Targos where we're not going to be entrapped, or we could just make enough noise somewhere doing something else that's going to lure them to us because we're not handing ourselves in.
I like the note idea.
If we send a note in, you have to have concrete backup plan? Like, honestly, because if they say no, what will we do? Or if they capture me and
Perhaps we could get our friend here to deposit the note.
Oh, anything you need?
Or
Like it-
maybe better still, that we could send them into Targos going, they'd been out hunting and had seen that group of adventurers, us,
Yeah.
that were the Axbeaks, had seen them coming, and said that they were camping outside of Targos, and then they come to us.
Yeah,
Yes.
give
Okay.
them a really good knowledge
Excuse.
that they have no way of wanting to hand themselves in, to really push that across to.
Mhm.
Nice.
That sounds
They
good.
got some gold as well for information leading to the apprehension of. That's what we always used to do back in Bryn Shander.
Okay.
To push the idea of this, they could also ask for gold for information, just to really show that they're in it for the money by giving us our way. Not for a trick, you know?
I like the way you think. And meanwhile, we set up for some form of ambush.
We could also put up our own bounty hunters and posters for 1,500 gold.
Is that how much we've got?
We've got some platinum somewhere, don't we, Bugz?
Is it Cal that I gave all that to?
Just give me a moment. I can. We've got about 900 gold, 900, nearly 1,000 gold all up. If we were to do that, we've also got some gemstones and stuff that we could.
I choose violence. Yeah, I choose violence.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, who says that we have to hand the money over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just looking on our map between Targos and that, there is that Shingan River. Do we know of any like useful sort of fords or something like that, sort of choke points, or is it all pretty much frozen over given the weather?
All pretty much frozen over.
Are we able to scout a position that might be advantageous for us, like a one-way in sort of? One-way in if you're coming from Targos?
Sorry, say that again?
Well, like if there's, we're just trying to find like a position to camp which is relatively easy to defend.
Oh, like outside of Targos, or
Outside
Yeah.
of Targos, either
Yeah.
using a peak or
well, put it this way: you're more than welcome to try. It's going to come down to some rolling of the dice.
that's what I figured.
I suggest that we have maybe Shajaya and Nalimak on the outskirts, not with the whole group. Like, let's not all be together when they come to us.
Sure.
Well, we've got camping gear, so we can in fact put our tarpaulin up and light a fire and something or other like that. But it just needs to be sort of a good hour away from town. But again,
we-
I mean,
I mean,
Somebody-
upwind as well. Yeah.
we need to get somebody to basically bring
Downwind.
them back to us. It was a shame that Mimsy, not Mimsy, Whimsy wasn't here because the mayor in Targos wouldn't know her. And I'm sure she would come across as interested in getting.
I think if our friend here though wishes to be that messenger, then we can ask him.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
As I said, anything.
It's a good
you need.
idea.
You saved my husband.
Okay. So whereabouts is an hour? Is this about an hour out of Targos? Would that be a good guesstimate?
Yeah, with your X-Beaks, yep.
Okay.
Making pretty good time. It's
So
not that far between Bremen and Targos.
yeah, so if we camped out somewhere around here, guys, does that sound fair enough?
Cool.
Can we, while we're moving over there, can we roll a survival check to really, like, we've got a ranger, we've got 2 druids, one from this area, to really work together to find a good spot for tactics?
Make a group survival check. That's what we'll do. So everybody roll survival.
Right on. Okay.
Oh, what's that +3 you get on there, Tarvin? It's like +5, +3.
That would be my proficiency bonus, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a crit fail. Sorry.
A crit fail.
I'm a bit preoccupied with the thing in my head.
That's a slide in your head.
Well, that counteracts Malamak's natural 20. So we'll look at the rest of them. So what are you looking for exactly?
So a little defile, so a little valley perhaps running down to a place where we can set up our camp in terms of a tent with a little fire at it, which a figure can be sitting at, but not necessarily anyone in particular, with surrounding areas where we're able to quickly swoop down from, and you can shoot arrows or have a sort of downhill run.
So you have a look and you find a nice little spot here that's in a bit of a valley. I mean, there are naturally forming hills around these plains, and obviously they're mostly covered in snow. But you do find a spot that would be easy to defend. Give you even almost a little break from the wind as well. Keegan says, so before you set up camp, so what do you want me to do? I'll send word to get the other people to safety. As I said, we'll be keeping an eye out for you. But you want me to take these ashes to Bryn Shander in the House of the Morning Lord?
The woods, right?
Yes. Yes, please.
And anything else?
Who's taking the message into Targos then?
He needs to take the message into Targos.
What?
Yeah.
Don't forget, I live in Targos. That is my home.
So if he goes to Bryn Shander, that's going to be a couple of hours there. Does he have an X-Beak?
Oh, no.
Actually, I have a friend in the lowly parts of Targos. Perhaps you could give the message to him and get yourself out of that situation.
Yes.
Sure.
Give him some... Yeah, pass it on as a rumour. He's pretty good at spreading rumours.
Okay, tell me what exactly.
Just show him our wanted poster sign and say, hey, I'm pretty sure I saw there's a lot about an hour from here in that direction. Imagine the person who gave that information to our speaker, the reward they would get.
So you want me to tell the beggar that you have been spotted? And Malcolm, sorry, which direction were you pointing? Oh.
Oh, here's where we are, yeah.
Oh, so you're revealing your position in the hope that the assassins will come to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Were we trying to get the assassin, or were we trying to get the...
Yeah, no, that's not what I thought either. I thought we were trying to get...
No, we want the sun. We want the sun to come.
Yeah.
First 12 and Vampa.
Okay. So.
And if the beggar has hesitation because he likes me, then perhaps tell him that this is planned, if you sense that from him.
Okay. As I said, there's much love for you around the 10 towns, and I'm sure this bigger friend of yours is, shall we say, is less interested in the gold and more interested in your survival. So I'll pass it on to him, saying that you're camped to the south. spread the rumours around in the hope that Thirstwell and his bodyguards would come this way. I'll see what I can find, and if something goes awry or something unexpected, then I'll report back to you. So please, if you see me approaching, don't shoot.
Of course.
Okay, so I'll start. I'll take the ashes now. I'll store it at mine and Garrett's house. And,
Hal, do you want to give Keegan some gold just in case the bigger require some compensation, perhaps?
Well, let's have a look. What have we got here? We've got.
You can also compensate Keegan as well.
Oh no need. As I said, you saved my husband.
There is no need, but we are putting you in jeopardy once more. I feel that it is only fair that we give you some compensation. Plus, what are we going to spend it on? We can't spend it on anything.
How much do we reckon our bribe to the beggar should be, and/or Keegan? Name a number, guys.
Just 2 cheap.
Oh, he was astonished by a few silver pieces last time, so a few gold should go a long way.
So we reckon, what, 5 gold, something like that? 5 gold.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So we'll do 10 gold.
Well, that's a small fortune, but if you think that's what's needed,
Yeah, we'll go heaps.
We
Just
reckon,
use it as you need to bribe in certain areas.
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'll approach this beggar, and as you said, if he says, "I'm not turning in my friends," then I'll explain to him that this is a plan to bring out, it seems, Thirstwell Van Thamper and his goons.
Explain
I
it.
appreciate it.
So,
Okay.
is it worth, like, I mean, there's been a lot of hints about Thirstwell being a possible bloodsucker. Do we need to prepare accordingly in that assumption? Well, not assumption, but guess.
Our paladin is dead.
Yeah, I know.
I've got some flames.
What do we know
so
about his type, potential type?
the
Flames, yeah.
Bugs, do you, what sort of things do we know anything about the devils themselves? What they might be vulnerable to?
The devils, well, we know that they're from the first, that first area and plane, yep.
I'm going to say during your research, Bugz, you did discover something about the devils that they had association with. I mean, there's Zariel, who's an archdevil. Like, it's a very much hierarchical society. There's Asmodeus at the very top, and then other super devils like Zariel below that. But there's also devils that serve Zariel as well, and mean fire. Pretty much useless, you'd know. I mean, Avernus, where it comes from, is a literal plane of fire. It more like resembles the traditional ideas of hell, like fire and brimstone, that type of thing. I mean, some other
So
places
cold
like,
is better.
well, not fire would be what, and Bugz would know, and poison as well, not so good.
Okay.
Okay.
So
There you go.
fire, don't use fire, don't use poison. Beyond that, don't know. Cold may or may not work, you don't know. They might be vulnerable to that. But what you know for sure, Bugz, is fire and poison. If you need to encounter devils, would be next to useless.
Alright, I'm just going to be AFK for about 2 minutes.
Sure.
Get that pizza.
Yep.
Okay, so you send Keegan off to
Keegan.
Targos, to spread the rumours. You set up camp. As I said, it's a fairly defendable kind of area. Kind of in crags and rocks and stuff. It's pretty good, yeah. Set up camp, you feel it's in a bit of a choke point. So it's pretty good. And what do you do now? Do you wait? The spot? Do you wait? How long do you wait? What do you do?
Gosh,
Make it look like a camp, eh?
Yeah.
it's a good idea. So what can we do?
Just having a look at my spells as well. See if there's anything here. No,
I
think
wonder
we-
if I can, I don't know if this is silly or not, but make a cutout of myself using bark and disguise kits and stuff, put it inside a tent, have the flames behind it as a shadow, you know, and then hide in the woods ready to attack.
I do have a good hiding spell for all of us. It's called Rope Trick. I could use that. It's basically we all hide in another void where we can see out, but they can't see in. And then we can drop literally on top of them.
Well, that's not a
How
bad
long does
idea
it-
then if we set up this fake little camp and just shadows of us potentially and fake people in sleeping bags, then we could do that.
Shazai, it lasts 1 hour.
Okay. Did they all? Okay. Asked about the same. The sound of it.
Perhaps we could have a scout who could tell us when they see them approaching, and then we could use the spell.
Good idea.
This is
So,
the spot
someone-
you find. This is the spot that you set up. As you see, it's quite defendable. You set up a couple of tents. I mean, feel free if you want me to move the tents around, but that's basically this defendable spot that you found.
Where are we? Ah, there. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
down at the bottom here. Yeah.
Yeah, got you. So, yeah. How high up are these cliff face? This crag face?
I'll just write that on there. Just give me a sec.
Yep.
Oops.
That's 20. Cool. Thanks.
So these are 10. These are 5.
Yeah.
It's a very professional looking map, but I just graffitied over it.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, I'm back.
So this is the camp you set up, Cal.
Yep.
This is the spot that you have, and the plus 20 is how high those rocks are.
Yep.
So it isn't very neat or tidy, but that's alright. It's a job done.
Okay.
Only
And we're expecting them to come from sort of the north-ish somewhere.
Yep.
Okay. Do we have sort of like a campfire, distraction-y type thing?
Do you want a campfire?
sure do, if that's okay.
Certainly
Always have
focus-
to have a campfire.
I think it would focus them, and it would also silhouette somebody like myself who could be not looking at the fire but looking outward with dark vision and where they're coming from. And others could be hidden behind or near those rocks to our north, or Tarvin presumably. How's the wind at the moment? Is it going to be particularly windy for Tarvin for shooting?
Yeah, good question.
Yes, it is. Pretty much everywhere outside at all times is windy.
Would you say it is mountainous area that we're in though?
Yep.
Oh, well
There's a
then
little campfire there.
Cool.
I am particularly adept at travelling and surviving in such regions.
I've got cold
Resistance.
resistance. Yeah, sorry. My brain is not working.
Have you put a psi crystal in your head?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I also have resistance to cold, so I can happily hang out in the elements
So we're expecting to get attacked, right? That's our plan. Just wait until they come.
Potentially. Wait
Yeah,
until they
attacked
come.
or ambush. They might come just wanting to attain us.
So someone could, like I said before, hide themselves on the outskirts and let us know when they see them approaching, and then we could hide using rope trick or something similar, and then literally drop on top of them when they arrive.
Okay.
Or, unless you want to talk to them.
Isn't that a plan? Is that they're going to talk?
Yeah, I think we try and get the brothers, conspire them against each other if we can.
Okay, then we don't. Okay.
I mean, obviously be prepared for attack if, you know, it may not
Quick
go
to
our way.
stealth. Of course.
Well, Tarvin
Yeah.
sits down and gets comfortable then
Yeah.
in front of the fire.
Malamak will keep a lookout up here, I think.
Okay, what if you want to move away from camp? Just place yourself where you want to be.
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe even between here, sort of looking up to the north, trying to cast his eyes.
If you're going to do that, Bugz will open a channel of communication with you. As you'll see before we will in this weather.
Yeah. Cool. I'll
what's
just
that?
be keeping it. Was that my son yelling at the background?
No, I saw something on the map.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Imagination playing tricks with you.
It's Ivan It's Ivan Venturous come back for revenge.
Okay, so Malamak, you're keeping watch up to the north there. Okay, what's Cal doing?
I've got sorry.
He was trying to silhouette himself with the fire behind him, so he would just look like a silhouette, but he's actually looking outwards. I believe Green Dwarvish has a bit of dark vision, so again is also looking for approaching.
Okay. And Tarvin?
I'm by the fire keeping warm, but I have one hand on my bow and
Okay.
playing with quivers. Yeah, I'm ready for the pounce.
Okay. Bugz?
Yeah, he's just sharpening his daggers, keeping warm by the fire.
Okay. Shajaya.
On a lookout, of course.
I'm sitting by the fire too,
Okay.
going through the things that my new spells.
Yep.
I can learn them before I need them.
Does everyone have their temporary hit points, by the way, just before we get into that? Because, just
Yeah.
10 extra hit points can go a long way.
Is that meant to be under the temp sign?
Yep.
Or is that okay?
Yep. So, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. No, it's gone out of my mind. One thing I was going to say, though, just as a complete and utter aside, if Bugz really wants to get to the heart of the Van Emperors and rip out the roots of these problems that she's been having, she really needs to go back to Baldur's Gate. I think I said to you Waterdeep, Bugz, but I meant Baldur's Gate. They're in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, at the end of this campaign, we can absolutely explore that. And there's actually another module called Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus.
That's what we were choosing between.
Yep. So just throwing that out there, that could be another a natural one to progress to next. So
Cool.
just keep that in mind. Descent into Avernus delves into Baldur's Gate. There's adventures to be had there, and you literally go to hell as part of the adventure. So keep that in mind. Just as a complete and utter aside. Okay, but in the meantime, I think you're all keeping an eye out Can everybody please make me a perception check, but at disadvantage because of the wind conditions.
Oh man, there was a nat 20 there.
Do I still do it at disadvantage if it's my preferred terrain type?
Oh, you can roll it straight if you like.
Okay.
Okay, Shishizai 12. Ooh. Well, there we go.
Mine was a 13. It didn't come through for some reason.
I see it on the game log on D&D.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah, I'm having issues with mine coming through on roll 20, but it's
I
on.
see yours as well. Yours is 12, so...
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. What was Malamak's? Malamak's was
13.
13 as well.
Kel's? What was Kel's?
14.
14.
By far the best was Tarvin's with 23. So, you wait. You set up camp for the night, and the night goes without incidents. You know, by this time, Keegan has no doubt gone and well, if everything went to plan, spread the rumor about these people who have seen south of Targos. And sort of mid-afternoon the next day, you're kind of getting a little bit tired. Your eyes are sore from looking out for so long. Let me just roll something. Actually. Okay. Just roll this in secret. Okay. So, you see Tarvin before anybody else. One figure approaching from the north. Just one. What do you do?
And is everyone else doing what they were doing before, or are they actually sleeping now? What are they?
I know the night's gone. Everybody's up doing what I asked you were doing, like sharpening knives, Callan's silhouette, Malamak looking out. So you're in that state.
Roasting marshmallows.
Toasting marshmallows, absolutely.
And is the figure approaching us, or is it just standing there? What can I tell from this distance?
It's heading south for sure.
Okay.
You're not sure if it sees you or not, but you know it's going to bump into you, regardless if it keeps its current trajectory.
Holding my finger to my lips, I throw a stone at Bugz and tap Shazai on the arm, and then point towards the figure.
Okay, so everybody, well, I guess Tarvin, Shazai, and Bugz. Once Tarvin points it out, you adjust your eyes, look through the snow that's going around, and yeah, you see this figure approaching. He's not rushing, he's not dawdling, he's just steadily heading south.
What shape is this figure?
It's a humanoid. Like it looks like it could be a human, an elf,
All
half
short.
elf. Quite tall.
Tarvin
Well over
Skinny.
6 foot.
takes his bow and cocks it, and then nudges Cal. He walks past him, and then calls out to Malamuk softly, and then stands here with the arrow trained on the figure, and then.
You won't need to call out to me because Bugz
Did
can let
you say
you know.
half elf?
A human.
Oh, okay.
Could be a human, could be an elf, could be a half elf. And in turn,
Yeah.
he's very tall, well over 6 foot. It's hard to tell whether he's... Actually, make a perception check, Bugz. Make a perception check.
I was still at disadvantage, yeah?
Yes, because of the snow. So with your perception of
13.
13, hard to say. I mean, it's hard to say at the best of times because people are always dressed in these thick,
Rugged up, yeah.
wrapped up. So hard to say.
I let Mallymuck know and sort of nod towards the direction where they're at.
Malamak goes, in his head to look back to you.
Actually, I'm going to move my message from Mallymuck to this figure that I can see. Say who goes there.
Can the figure respond?
Yes, yeah, it's message, like telepathy, they can respond. No limit of numbers.
My name is not important. Who is this speaking to me in my head?
The one most wanted at the moment. What is your business here?
I wish to speak to Bugz and Bree. I believe that is
You have been.
I actually see you. I see your campsite. I see your fire. May I approach?
Weapons down and you may approach.
He kind of
At your side, at least.
he kind of raises his hands at either side, like doing just showing that he doesn't appear to be carrying any swords, doesn't appear to be carrying any daggers. Not that you can see anyway. There's no obvious weapons on him, so he kind of shrugs and moves forward a little bit, just holding his hands up again.
I whisper to the others, keep guard, but he's approaching unarmed.
Malamak's going to look behind him to see if there's anyone following him.
Okay, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception.
Not that you can see.
Oh.
As far as you know, it's only this person. And he approaches, arms out at his side. Now that you get a closer look, there's no swords rattling by his side. He's not wearing a shield. He might be having some chainmail or something under his winter clothes, but apart from that, he just seems like a well wrapped up and appears to be human as well.
Recognizable?
You don't recognize him. It's a face you haven't seen. So it could be a 10-towner, could be anybody. And it kind of gets to the edge of this rock here. He gives you a silent nod as he walks past you, Mallymuck, and stands over here.
Let's walk over.
It is you, isn't it? You are Bugz, I believe.
Yes, that's me.
You know, you've written some untruths, shall we say, that have led to some complications.
Whose house do you speak for?
I think you know.
Untruth, is that what they're calling them these days?
Well, for the right amount of gold and the right rumors to be selling, yeah, a lie can get around town quicker than truth can put its pants on.
That's very well and true. It's unfortunate, I suppose, that my penmanship was so good.
Well, let's just say that the Van Thampers are not happy with you. And I see you've made some friends. You've tried to hidden out their Bugz, but, shall we say, the Van Thampers are here. And they watch your head.
All of them.
Well, Thirstwell is here, I should say. Representatives of the Van Thampers are here.
Well, I have a message for Thirstwell.
Humor me. What is this message?
He may very well like to take heed to it, because as he knows, I managed to get enough information that was factually correct, and he should be worried. Especially towards his brother, the things that I have found out on which his brother wishes to do to him. He might like to have some information on it.
You are
A
right.
parlay, you might say.
Look, let's be honest. Thirstwile Van Damp is a slimy little shit. No one likes him. I work for him. I don't like the little bitch. He is not well liked. There's no surprise here. There is no surprise that Emmerich wants what is rightfully Thirstwell's. He will do anything to wrest power from him when the Duchess Thelmara finally dies. And of course Mortlock, he's the family runt. No one gives a shit about him.
And whom would you rather serve?
Oh, well, I serve who pays the gold, and Thirstwell has the gold.
And if Thirstwell didn't have the gold?
Oh, wow. Then it'd be a different story, but we're talking about one of the most elite family in all of Baldur's Gate. Now let me speak plain
that
to
we are,
Bugz.
but he's here alone.
Well, he's got me and, shall we say, some friends. I'm gonna make you this offer, Bugz. I'm gonna make you this offer only once. Come with me now. Things will not go well for you, but at least your friends will be saved.
How could I possibly be guaranteed that you wouldn't harm?
Well, they won't be harmed if you come with me. What guarantees do you have? Well, as far as I see it, you're going to die however you look at it. It's a question of whether you want your friends to die with you as well.
How long do you wish to give me to make this decision?
Oh, I'm here now. You have, I'll give you 10 minutes.
Well then, counteroffer. What say you if me and my friends, and this, you haven't seen the most of us. This is the tiniest tip of the iceberg, you might say. You're in our territory at the moment. What would you say if me and my friends and those who follow us were to take down the one who pays you and puts feed in your hand? You'd be free to follow another. Perhaps even Amric may do better.
Look, we made...
If Amric still wants me, we can have a deal then, but wouldn't you rather be free of this Thirstwell first?
Let me put it this way. As I said, Thirstwell is a little shit. Everybody knows it. But we made a deal with him, and we will honor this deal. So, don't
Which
try a little...
one are you then?
What was that, sorry?
You're talking of deals and how you must honor them. What's your name?
As I said, my name is not important.
It is important if you're a follower of Zariel and you do not live from here.
I see what you're hinting at, and you think I am something other than what I appear, and you might think I am someone else. And if you are the someone else or something else that I think you're thinking of, then there is no way in the 9 hours I'm going to tell you my name now, am I?
Right, so without telling me we understand one another, you know, I can break that deal for you. All you have to do is just not be in the way.
Oh, but part of the deal is being in the way.
So why not be in the way and drag him here at the same time?
We honor our deals.
I'm sure you must have thought of a loophole here. Surely you're smarter than that.
There are loopholes to be exploited for sure. This is, pretty basic. Would you like to see the deal, Bugz? Perhaps you'd like a look over it.
I would indeed.
Okay, he kind of looks around, smiles, waves his hand, and a human appears beside him. This human is completely naked. It's a male. His mouth has been sewn shut. His eyes has been sewn shut, and he has no ears to speak of. And carved onto the very skin of this man is a very long legal contract. Please, Bugz, take a look.
Yikes. Yep. What do we see on him?
Well, as I said, there's some type of contract carved / written on his skin. He doesn't appear to be reacting at all to the cold despite his lack of clothes. He's just standing there. There's some type of life in him, but obviously not a pleasant life. And you see it's quite a lengthy contract, like there's lots of clauses and sub-clauses and refers back to various pieces. It's very much written in legalese. So, demonic script / legalese, almost the same thing. If I point you out to chapter 3, subparagraph 2, subsection 3, you'll see that the Bugz of Bugz, the head of Bugz, shall be returned to the Van Dampers. Doesn't
but it didn't say it had to be incapacitated or killed or anything like that, it seems.
Well, I'm sure they'd prefer to bring you in alive, but they'd settle for just your head. So, Bugz, why don't you come with me?
Bug sort of looks around to fellow comrades, not really wanting to be the one to have them killed with a devil in front of them. Where is he?
Oh, this is the man who was talking to you, and the rather disgusting carved body is next to him. I even put a token there, but it's right next to him.
No, I mean, where is Thirstwell?
Oh, you don't see Thirstwell. You see this guy who's obviously not Thirstwell.
Yes, no, Bugz is asking him that.
Look, the Van Dampers have survived for a very long time. Through political wheeling, political dealing, and shall we say working behind the scenes. If you think Thirstwell is so unwise to come out into the wilderness and attack you himself, then perhaps you didn't do your research nearly well enough, Bugz. There's no way.
Where is he hiding in
he's-
Targos? Where am I to meet him?
Oh, here. Come with me, I'll show you.
Bugz messages to Malimuk, who I believe might be in distance of hearing or not. But that he might have to go.
I feel like we're part of a team, though. Where one goes, we all go.
Don't make me risk all of it.
It also sits very uneasily with Malamak making deals with these people.
Yeah, Tarvin's having flashbacks to the deal he was offered in Keir Connor. But also, Tarvin's opinion is he's already died once, so who cares?
Yeah. Bug says, look, your deal is not with me, it's with your master, and if he wants me, he needs to think of a better way to come and get me. That or you tell me where he is and your part of the deal is answered, because I will go to him.
Oh, you come with me now then. Leave your
Not
friends
with
behind.
you, no. Tell me where he is and I'll meet him in 24 hours. He owes me that much of my life. If I'm to be tortured and killed.
He owes you diddly shit, Bugz. This is the deal. Come with me now. Leave your friends behind. Or shall we say things will get a little more chaotic.
Malamak casts Shillelagh. He doesn't act with it, but he just casts Shillelagh, so his little his big staff sort of heats up with a bit of magic power, trying to look intimidating.
Okay, so you cast Shillelagh. Your staff begins to glow with vines and spiky bits and glows a little bit. And this human looks over and shrugs and says, seems you found some friends, Bugz. Are we to come to blows?
As he looks over at Malamak, Bugz attacks him with his now very sharp daggers.
Okay, everybody was expecting this. He was expecting you to attack. So this is going to come down to initiative. You are not surprised him. This is not a surprising thing to do. But what you do notice is as soon as things cast, the form that you see drops from him. His robes disappear. And where his arms are, as you see chains shooting out from his arms. A big mask appears. He's dressed in red leather almost. Chains completely covering his body. And if you look into roll 20, that is what he now appears to look like.
It was Hellraiser, but Pinhead. But no, what is that?
The spawn of Satan.
Yeah.
Good grief. Chain Man. Okay. Stand back.
Oh, Chain Devil.
Is that what he is? What is he? We don't know. Chain Devil, there he is.
Your players have no idea. You're freaked out by the mere sight of him. But the players, if you're ever interested, this is indeed a Chain Devil.
Chain Devil.
Okay, let me just get set up here.
Is Shajaya still here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been walking away with the mute microphone on. Turning into my dad, I'm telling you.
Okay, did you roll initiative, Shajaya?
I didn't.
Okay, make sure you click
I'll
on
do
your
that
token
right now.
first.
I am here.
How many? What's going on here?
Oh God.
Okay,
Three?
so
You wrote it on one.
Yeah. What is the weather at the moment, Malcolm? Is it,
ranged attacks will be at disadvantage.
so is it stormy or is it just blustery?
It's kind of medium. It's not a
Okay.
blizzard,
Not-
but
not-
it's pretty bad.
So it's not a storm, is what you're saying?
It's not a storm. It's not a blizzard. No.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Although it sounds like I'm just there.
Yeah, what was that? Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So, You see, as I said, this horrible chain thing's just writhing over his body. He starts swirling them around. Tarvin, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Would love to. Oh.
Okay. Okay, you look at this chained devil. And it, let me reset Sirenscape. Sometimes it does this. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so, this chain devil takes on a very odd opinion for you, Tarvin. I'm not sure who Tarvin holds deal. But someone you loved, you remember, that has died. You know, everybody's lost loved ones. This creature looks especially like someone you have lost. It's a really odd sensation. And it just freaks you out. And you are now under the frightened condition.
Father!
That's your father? Yeah, sure. So any attacks are at disadvantage, and you cannot willingly move closer to this creature.
No problems there. Not with the chains. But it is my turn. Okay.
Yep, it is your turn.
So I attack at disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Okay. Already at disadvantage anyway, though, because of the weather.
Yep. It doesn't double up, so
No.
not so
okay.
bad in this case.
Okay. I will cast some kind of so Hunter's Mark or Zephyr's Strike.
Does the Hunter's Mark help us attack him?
That's what I'm looking at. I think it does.
No.
Or is it just me?
Just you.
That's a shame.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. And does Zephyr's Strike give cancel out the disadvantage?
Yes, it does. I mean, you kind of, if you have 1,000 disadvantages and 1 advantage, they all cancel out. It'll just leave you as a flat roll. So it doesn't matter how many disadvantages, how many advantages, they just cancel each other out regardless. So you have 2 disadvantages. You're frightened and the wind. And if you cast Zephyr's Strike, you'd be at advantage. There's 2 disadvantages, 1 advantage. They all cancel out and it'll be a flat roll.
So Zephyr's Strike, flat roll. I get, because I was it something ambusher, dread ambusher. If I attack on my first turn, there it is. Oh, you add your no, that's initiative. Doesn't matter. Okay. One additional weapon attack as part of an extra 1d8 damage. Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so you
So
cast Zephyr's Strike.
That's a bonus. Yeah, it's a bonus action. And then under Druid Ambush, I've got 2 attacks, 1 extra 1d8, and another 1d8 from Zephyr's Strike, which I'll just use now, just to... It's a 7. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, so it's a flat roll.
So
That's the first attack.
So you take action. You can make 1 additional weapon. Okay, so you get your longbow, fire it up with Zephyr's Strike. It flies true. It shoots across, and it hits this creature. You can roll damage, and obviously that extra d7 on there, extra 7 rather. So total of 14 damage. As I said, the arrow flies across the battlefield, sinks into this creature, doing 14 points of damage. And let me just check something. Okay. And he kind of grabs the arrow, looks at you and smiles, and just plucks it out of his chest where it hits. You'll have to do much better than that, little man.
Well, I'll try to do it again.
Okay. So this isn't as if a strike 1. That's just for one attack, I believe. So you'd have to roll again at disadvantage.
Oh yes, of course. Okay, that's all right. Let's try that again.
Just roll again. Ooh, okay, well, yep, that hits once again. So roll damage for the next attack. For the next damage for another 7 points.
Plus I get a 1d8 because it's Dread Ambusher.
Isn't Dread Ambush only once though?
Yes. You only get 1d8. One extra 1d8.
Yep. So, okay, cool. So the arrows...
So I'll roll that?
Well,
sorry.
so here's Dread Ambusher. First turn, if you take the attack action... So it's only one additional attack that gets the d8 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. The other one was for Zephyr Strike.
Oh, okay. I'm with you now. Okay, yes, so another 7 points of damage. Okay, gotcha.
No, or 8. So 7 plus 8.
Okay, 8. Okay, so the second arrow hits him in the chest and you get... So it's going to be Bugz dies, then the drow. So be it. It's your turn to
just
have-
double checking. I've got an uncanny dodge, and I'm just wanting to know if I meant to call it out beforehand or not, because it just says when you get attacked, if you can see it, you can use it as a reaction.
What Uncanny Dodge does is when you take damage, and you can use a reaction to half that damage. You just tell me. Like I say, you take 10 points of damage, and you just say, I'll take the Uncanny Dodge, and only take 5.
Cool, and that's once per combat?
Once per reaction.
Oh, okay, cool.
So if you use it now, if he attacks you now, you'd have to wait until your turn comes around for your reaction to come
Or another
back.
one, yeah.
You
So-
lose your attack of opportunity or other reactions that you might have. Or a whole
right.
round.
Okay, so Carmen's just going to move back here, just to back away. Just check. Did I do 29 points of damage there in total? I think so.
A lot.
That was 29. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay.
I will say you did notice that your actually your Zephyr Strike did quite a nice amount of damage. You feel when your arrow hit though didn't do quite as much damage as you expected it to do.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. And the this creature says, this is most interesting. Why don't you guys stop hiding in the shadows? You can come join the party as well.
I knew it.
You notice stepping out from the shadows, 2 other of these creatures appear.
Oh god.
Right now. That's the one directly in front of you, Bugz. Oh, I did that. Okay, and it whips up these chains in front of you, Bugz, and swings one of these chains at you. And I just have to change the setting. And Bugz, with your AC of 16, you just dodge underneath this creature as it zooms over your head. And you take a breath and think, oh man, that would have been bad if that had hit. Then he winds up with his chain and takes a second attack at you. This one rolling a 25 as the chains wrap around you. First of all, take 10 slashing damage. So this could be the point you can make your uncanny.
Yeah, I'll
dodge if
use
you
the
like.
uncanny.
Yep, so 5 points of damage. And can you make me an athletics or acrobatics check, please? Okay, so you feel the chain wrap around you, but you dodge out of the way, and it just shoots off, and you do not get caught up in the chains. Well, that's a good start, shall we say. And That's its turn. This one comes rushing in. 1, 2, 3. Gets right up to there. Actually, there. Yeah, that's fine. And this one is going to attack you, Bugsy, with the same type of chains. The first one, woof, you dodge underneath it. The second one, woof. This one connects with you again. Take 11 points of slashing damage and make me another athletics or acrobatics check, please. Oh, no problem. You dodge out the way. The third one comes up. And it doesn't go for Bugz. It actually goes for Cal. Now, Cal, with your armor class of 19. Chains just whip out like a ninja. And the first one hits you, Cal, with a roll of 22. So take 11 points of slashing damage, Cal, and make me an athletics or acrobatics check.
I'll make the athletics check first.
Oh, you can choose. It's athletics or acrobatics.
15.
Okay, so the chains once again wrap around you, but you kind of grab hold of the chains, but you're warm to the touch and you throw them to the ground. It doesn't hit you. But
you did say how much damage? Was that?
11. Okay, that was only one attack, so it swings its chain once again at you, Cal. Oh, this time rolling a 27. Taking another 8 points of damage, and make me an athletics or acrobatics check. Okay, once again, you almost get caught up and brought back to it, and you just manage to dodge it. And that is the end of their turn. Bugz, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah, that was at disadvantage too.
Oh, about 16. Yeah, so you look and for a second it looks like Scar. What the hell's Scar doing there? You think, that can't be true. These dickheads are playing tricks on me. So you're fine. 16 is a success. So Bugz, what would you like to do?
I'm going to attack the one in front of me
Okay.
with rapiers.
Okay.
One has been attacked, so do you get sneak attack?
No. No sneak attack.
No, they're not within 5 foot, and I'm not on the
5 foot.
opposite side.
Yeah, Malamak was standing there. Here, for example, she gets sneak attack. But Malamak is not. Okay, Bugz, so 14. Oh, sorry, what did you roll? Yeah,
2. 2. I've done a 14 and an 18.
The 18.
18 was first.
The 18 hits.
14 does not.
Ignore all the sneak. That's just 9 damage.
Yeah, so get your rapier and dig it into this thing, dodging through the chains. And you get some purchase on it. Once again, it's just, you don't feel as if it's digging in quite as good. They're resisting your attack somehow. But it did take some damage.
Yeah. And then for my bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Or movement, yeah. I think I might rabbit hop. Okay, that's 15 away over there.
So you can do a
hold on.
15-foot rabbit hop, can you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what direction I want to take them in. Yeah, we'll go there.
Not the rock?
Okay.
Oh, the rock? Yeah, I can do the rock. On the rock, actually, would be better. 5, 10, 15 on the rock.
So you bunny hop up to there and you stay there? You still have movement left?
Yes, I'm going to stay here for now.
Okay.
I might move here, but yeah.
As you move out of their 10-foot reach, they're going to take a reaction attack. With
So
these
I'm
long-
5 foot up and 5 foot back. So I'm 15 feet away.
They have a 10-foot range with these long chains. And as you
My rabbit hop ignores provoking opportunity attacks.
yeah, but you rabbit hop there, and then you move to there.
Ah, okay.
So I was being very specific about what you did.
If
So.
I'm still in range there, can I stay there then if I know I'm in range?
Make a perception check, actually. Let's see how your perception check works out.
Nope.
Nope. So you don't realize they have a 10-foot reach, and they shoot out with you with another chain. But this one misses anyway, so you're fine. But it does try and get you with a chain as you jump up there and just clashes off the rock. Doesn't quite get you. Now that's your turn, Cal. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, of course, wisdom, because I'm renowned for that.
Oh, well, you are renowned. And once again, you swear you see Scar on one of these creatures, but that's just stupid. Scar is dead. So, Cal, your turn.
Right, well, I'm going to advance into melee, and let's get these attacks underway.
Okay.
So I now get 2 attacks.
Yes,
for
level 5.
Level 5. So this is just the battle axe, single-handed.
Okay. Dodges
quite.
it easily. Doesn't hit.
Yeah, okay. Right, well, second one.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, unfortunately.
Alright, well, then I suppose we, what do I want to do then? I suppose we will do an action surge and attack again.
Okay, and you get 2 more attacks. Not one,
Yeah.
but 2 more. Yep.
Oh, come on.
Wish, and maybe lucky 4th attack. Oh, man. Your best roll, you rolled a 1, a 2, a 7, and an 8. You're
Yeah.
swinging furiously, Cal, but they all go wide. You don't get any purchase whatsoever.
Right,
Anything
yep.
else you'd like to do, Cal?
I might just staying still within the range, move one further over so I've got clear view.
Nice. Malamak, wisdom saving throw.
Nice. Wisdom saving throw up the top here. Son. Go. 14.
Yeah, these things are... 14, sorry, the wisdom save. 14 is... 14 is
I think
enough,
it's
yep.
fine. Yeah, I think it's enough. Oh. So Malamak, he decides to call on some ancient spirits out of the sky, and he decides to cast Call Lightning. So he casts Call Lightning. He conjures up a storm cloud in the already stormy cloud outside, and what he's going to do is he chooses a spot, and everything within 5 feet of it has to make a dexterity saving throw. So he's going to choose this spot here.
Okay, so these
That
two
will hit
guys...
those two. Yep, have to make dex saves.
Okay, this is the core lightning spell.
This is the Call Lightning spell, and so it creates this giant 60-foot area that stays up here. And so I'm just going to center it in the middle here, which is the 60-foot sort of thing. But then he calls a specific spot of lightning there. Does that make
Okay, when you
sense?
cast the spell, yep, choose a point, the bolt of lightning flashes down from the roll for... Okay. Okay, so... you cast the spell, okay, and lightning starts shooting down from the sky. And they need to make dexterity saving throws.
Yep.
So let's have them do that. 1, 2. One of them makes it, one of them doesn't. So
Okay, and do you want me to roll it, or is that it rolled there? That's the 3d10 there, the 13.
yeah. What's the D10 for
So-
at the end of it? Oh no, that's
That's an extra one. If it was stormy, then I'd get an extra D10. So that's just an added one.
This is why
So
you're
it's-
asking me. No, this
Oh
would count.
yes,
This would count as a storm. It's
outside.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah, I mean-
fantastic. If it is stormy, then it's 18 to the one that failed and 9 to the one that passed.
Yeah, I mean, the weather is terrible outside. It'd be considered a bad storm by normal conditions. It's just, this is Icewind Dale, where blizzards are common. But yeah, definitely
Yeah.
storm-like conditions.
Okay, fantastic. So 18 and 9 then.
So the 18 will hit this one.
Yep.
Just
Oh,
lights him up as lightning bolts down on him. So 18 damage. And this one dodges it to the best of his ability. So 9 points of damage.
oh, getting a lot of feedback there.
What's that?
Sorry, that's me.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so yeah, comes down. Yep.
And are you able to create a 60-foot radius circle, so centered here, if that makes sense?
I could, but that'll
60-foot
basically-
radius.
That's
Yes,
basically
Yeah,
the whole
60-foot
map.
radius. That's the whole map. Sweet,
Yeah.
awesome, cool.
So-
That's fine by me.
Okay, you are concentrating on
1,
that.
2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I'm well aware of that. And then I'm going to go for a runaway
Okay.
for as much distance as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to hang out up here.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is a 60-foot radius.
Cool. Awesome.
We'll just say it's the whole map.
Yeah.
Okay, so Malabak call down the lightning. Yeah, they get lit up. Shajai, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh,
Nice.
So.
she doesn't eat.
Oh yeah, so yeah. Once again, you see the vision of Scar Shajai, but you're cooler than that. You just shake it off. What do you do, Shajai? Have you muted yourself again?
Sorry.
That's
I'm
alright.
going to put on the ring of warmth onto myself and call out to Cal. Get behind the rock. I'm just going to say get behind the rock because I'm going to cast the spell called Sleet Storm.
Sleet storm.
I do that,
Oh, absolutely, you can do that.
and till the spell ends, freezing rain and sleet fall on a 20-foot tall cylinder with a 40-foot radius centered on a point you choose. So I could get all three of them inside the
Yeah,
storm.
no problem.
And
But I need to tell everyone if they're not cold resistant to get out of the way. The
Yeah.
ground in the area is covered with slick ice, making it difficult terrain.
Oh, well, lucky I'm up top.
So I thought I could do that, which would give us a chance to move or to get out of the path of danger.
Okay. Well, if you like, what you could do, Shajai, is hold on to the spell and wait
Yeah.
for your friends to get out the way. And you can say once they're out
Okay.
the way, you're going to cast the spell.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And I'd move back. I'd move out of that area as well, Shishai, so you don't get yourself.
You started by the fire. Did you move forward, or was that?
yeah, I would hang back, Shishai, just quietly. If you got
Back?
any movement left, yeah,
Yeah.
back by the fire.
You were back by the fire when you started. Who did you move yourself forward?
Yeah, I moved because I was going to try to be closer to the guys.
No need.
I need
No,
to
because-
see them from distance.
Right,
You can cast it from 150 feet away.
okay.
Yep.
So do I just need to tell you to move, or are you going to...
Well, we can't move until our turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
This might have seen you can wait until it's their turn. Mind you, only Tarvin is going to happen, and then the Chain Devil is going to happen, so it's going to be tricky.
Yeah,
Tarvin's got a sort of AoE plan.
Now keep in mind,
I
this
was-
spell doesn't technically do damage. It only
No.
makes it difficult. Well, it will trip the devils up.
was going to shrink one of the devils, but now there's 3, so that won't really do much at all.
Oh, you do it to one of them, of
Except
course.
except for make one of them really small.
I think that Pillar of Frost, whatever it's called, that sounds really gnarly, and that could be good, even if you can't use it
Yeah.
this turn. Or you just go for it and use it. But kind of position it to get as much of the devils as possible and not us at all.
Or you could shrink them down, Shajar.
I
Well,
can
one of
only
them.
shrink one, yeah, and I don't want to waste it because there'll be still other 2 to. I'll have to wait my turn. Could shrink the guy by Cal.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Who's after me? Who's Tarvin?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll do that because I don't. It's at least something helpful.
Do you need to
I-
be right next to him to do it?
I wouldn't
think
move
so.
up, Shazad. He has a touch spell.
Enlarge.
a touch spell?
I don't think it is.
Just checking and.
30 feet range.
So
Oh,
you need to be.
okay.
You can be 30 feet, so you're fine back here.
Back where
Yeah.
you,
Right.
you started.
That's six
Then you'll-
squares. Yeah, I would stay
Okay.
back there. Yeah.
I'll shrink this guy then by
Okay.
Cal.
Okay, so you cast the enlarge reduce spell. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw DC 15. Can you roll for that? Not with that roll. So this little devil is saying, Cal, you are going to die this day. You'll go to the night house. Your soul will be blasted. Your soul will be in torment. And he shrinks down. And as an effect, target a disadvantage on strength saves. And he does less damage with his twirly blades. So you effectively...
Kick him, Cal.
Says, do not kick me, I'm the devil from hell. Okay, Shajaya, well done.
He's got very evil dead all of a sudden.
Okay, so he is shrunk down to size, and assume that's your turn, Shajaya. Tarvin, you are still frightened, but you're going to get another save at the end of your turn. So
I'm just gonna. Okay, yep, I will move down next to Shazaya. Seems a safe place to be at the moment. But I'm gonna try and cast Spike Growth. So I need a 20-foot radius circle area of effect there.
there you go.
Can I move this? I can. Is there any way to get? I'll get a little bit of Cal there. Let's just go for these 2 up here then.
Okay, so you cast Spike Growth and a little... Actually, they don't actually see it. Not on this turn anyway. It's not until
Can
they
I just
move.
can let's move it down a little bit? Sorry.
I locked it down there. So, yeah.
No, my
Move
bad.
it now.
I'll just there we go.
Okay. So yes, but little spikes start appearing from the ground. Only you technically see them, Tarvin. But they rise up from the ground. And is spike growth concentration?
Yes, it is. I better cast it actually. It's cast. Yeah, concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay, so plenty of this combat, no matter which way it goes, is going to be over via after 10 minutes. Okay, so assuming that's your turn.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So this chain devil takes a step here to get closer to Bugz. It immediately, you see its feet start to bleed. I think it's 2d4, isn't it?
Yes, 2d4.
2d4, so roll 2d4 damage.
How do you do like 2d4 instead of just doing?
See
1d4.
on the spike
Okay.
growth, it's spell. You see 2d4 kind of highlighted.
Ah,
purple. Just click
I-
on that.
There we go.
I'll do it for you. So 4. Okay, so
Oh,
spikes
one
come
and
up,
three.
and he curses and he looks down and he looks at Bugz and he says, "Your tricks won't get you very far." And he crouches down and he leaps up and let me just double check this. So 18. Yeah. Okay, he leaps down and on powerful thighs, he jumps up onto this rock over here right next to you, avoiding effectively another 2d4 type of damage. And he says, "You're going down, Bugz. I'm taking your head to Thirstwell." And vroom! Chain swings around you, dodge underneath it. Woof! The second one, though, connects. First of all, make me athletics or acrobatics, Bugz. 12. This time, the chains dig into the side of your skin and wrap around you, and you're enveloped in these chains. And take 13 points of damage from the attack, and you're grappled in these chains.
I'll take uncanny on that.
Okay. And the chain devil kind of grabs the chains and pulls you in and looks directly into your face and lets out an evil little chuckle. And it's its turn. This one here sees spellcasters to the south. He's going to take a step forward. He's going to take a jump to get to there. Roll 6d4. Oh, was it 2d4 per thing? Yeah, 6d4 worth of damage to this creature.
I also forgot to do my wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, okay, do your wisdom save. Yep, sure.
I'll do the 64 first.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay, so you notice his feet are looking, his clawed feet are looking a little bloody. And you are still frightened, Tarvin.
Yeah.
Get your bloody feet away from me. The chains I can handle, it's the bloody feet.
And he sees you cowering in front of his. "You are right to be afraid." And he swings his chain at you, rolls a natural 1. So he stuffs that up. And the second one, he rolls a 12. So fortunately, Tarvin, these chains are swirling around you. And you dodge out of the way, no problem. Right, you dwarf! You gotta get it!
Oh, good to see you picking on someone your own size.
And he swings twice, and the first one misses. The second one catches you, though, Cal. The chains dig into your side, and you take 8 points of slashing damage. And make me athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh, no problem.
Not only that, because he took a swing at me, I'm going to use one of my reactions. Where's reaction? My reactions, I'm going to... you said how much damage for that? It was 8, wasn't it? 8. Alright, so we'll do down for that. I'm going to do a riposte for the first one where he missed me.
Sure.
So I get an attack back. Is that correct?
Yep, and extra d8 damage if you hit. Oh man, you just can't hit this guy. It's a terrible roll. I don't want to give you one of these.
Too small.
Was his attacks were at disadvantage or advantage for his size, or what was the deal there? That was all above board, correct?
The attacks are normal.
Right, okay.
He's going to have disadvantage on strength saving throws and strength checks. And he does a less d4 damage. Oh, sorry, you're right. You're right. You don't take 8 points of damage. You take 6 points of damage. Thanks. You're right. Loses d4 because of the spell that Shajaya cast. You don't take 8, you take 6. No, yeah, you're right. But your riposte attack fails, Cal. And that will be the end of the Chain Devil's turn. So, Harangon versus Chain Devil up on a rock. Almost like a movie out here, Bugz. What do? You are grappled. Oh, and since you are grappled, Bugz, he kind of pulls his chains even tighter, and they dig into your skin. And you take an
That's
extra 10 points of damage as these chains dig into you.
Okay. I'm going to Misty Step.
Oh, excellent.
I can't move my character.
Can't move your character. Well, let me get rid of this first.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so you can go up to 30 feet away, down there. Okay. Boom. But it does happen at the start of your turn, so you still do take the 10 points of damage.
Yeah, I took that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack this little fella.
Okay. You will get sneak attack damage if you hit. That does it. So you roll with sneak attack. Both attacks it.
So the first one's 22 plus 8, so that's 30 damage.
30 damage for the second attack. Yes, 30 damage. Wow, that's an impressive hit. You may have hit me, but I'm taking your head back to Thirstwell.
And then I'm going to use my bonus.
Oh, wait a minute.
Not bonus.
No, wait a minute. Let's back up. You used your bonus attack to Misty Step. So, and you need your bonus attack to do your second rapier attack. So
okay. I thought that was movement.
Back.
Yep, it is bonus. Yep, 22. Yeah, I'm just trying to check what my thing is. Sorry. I technically didn't do movement. Can you do the, is it hide, disengage, that kind of thing? Is that actions in combat? Can that be used as movement, or is that
No, it's
separate?
a bonus action.
Yeah, that's right. I'll wait there.
Okay, cool. So you get a good, nice hit on him. Breaking the grapple as well. As you misty step from Banff across the map. Nice. Cal, you have an ally here with you. Perhaps this will guide your blows a bit better.
Yeah, let's hope. All right, let's see. Eat axe, little one. No.
Nope.
Nope.
Second attack. Oh man, Cal, what's going on?
In lieu of movement, I am going to take the. Does it count as an action to do the dodge? It does count as an action, doesn't it?
Yep, you
so
cannot.
I can only do movement, so I don't think I'm doing anything else at this particular point in time.
Okay, alright. Malamak, are you going to call down lightning again?
Of course. I think I'm going to call down lightning on this dude here, just because he's a bit more damaged.
Dude on the rock, sorry?
The dude on the rock. And I've just got a question for you. If I've got a concentration spell, then can I cast Healing Word as a bonus action, because it's a bonus action spell?
Yes.
Am I able to do that? Because you're not allowed to cast 2 concentration spells. Cool, awesome. Alright, so in which case I'm going to fire off the old damage on him. So roll the dex save, 15.
Rolls a natural 1.
Okay, cool. So where is it? There it is, Cool Lightning. So it's 3d10. Did that come through? No, it didn't roll.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
Nice roll too.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it gets an extra 1d10 because of the conditions.
Yep.
Did that come through? And a 1. Okay, so 24.
Still
24
very
is not
nice.
too bad from 4d10. I'm going to cast Healing Word as a second level spell.
Okay.
And you have to be 60 feet, and I'm just 60 feet away from her. So,
Okay.
sorry, from him, from Bugsy. So, I cast that. Ooh, yeah. So you get 11 back, Bugsy.
Nice.
And then I'm just going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to sort of go for a run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to kind of go here.
Okay.
Cool.
You can only get one person with a core lightning?
The Call Lightning, it's you choose a point where it hits,
Oh, I
and
see.
that's where the lightning goes. So it's
Oh, I
this
see.
big, huge area, but you can only choose one point.
Yeah.
So it was a really good move to start off with the two of them.
But they're spread out.
I've spread out now, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, got it. Okay, Shajai, still concentrating on little tiny Tim over here. What do you do?
Let me have a look here. Want me to shrink this other dude?
You can
I
only
don't think you
shrink
can.
one person at a time because you're concentrating on enlarge, and you can't cast
Okay.
it again. We could, but this guy would automatically unshrink as soon as you did.
Ah, what a shame. I could just shrink everyone. Let me have a think. Sorry. So the guy here by Tarvin,
Yep.
I can. I'm sorry, I don't know all my spells off by heart. I have to check that they're the right things.
Make him really, really large.
Could have made me normal size.
Wouldn't that be a mistake?
That would be a mistake.
if I make Tarvin huge, then the bad guy will not be small anymore. Is that right? He will enlarge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once again, you're concentrating on the shrinkage. So
Okay.
any other spell you cast with a little C, see all your spells have C's next to them, or some of them do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that means you can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Ah.
I mean, a good
Ah.
default thing to do if you can't think what to do, would be Primal Savagery, which
Yeah.
extends claws, and you get to attack this creature and possibly do
Okay.
2d10 damage.
Okay, I'll do that. I have to move over to him.
No, you
Oh,
can attack
you're-
this guy from there.
You
Right,
can
I'll
also
do primals. Yeah.
you can also maintain it while you're wild shaped as well. So you can maintain your concentration while wild shaped. So if you wanted to do that,
I could go into a creature of some kind.
yeah, some sort of destructive wolf slash bear slash spider slash whatever you want.
My goodness. Oh. Direwolf is just the best of all, isn't it?
You've had success with direwolves.
Yeah. So I could go into a direwolf and then use my was that spell that we just mentioned, the primal savagery. I do that?
You can't cast spells while you're in wild shape.
Okay. So what? I just change into a direwolf.
If that's
Do
what you want
either
to
or.
do. Yep.
Do that.
Okay, so
It's never found.
Boof. And you should be able to control the position of that dire wolf.
Okay.
Yep, you can. Okay, so
and I will.
Yep. So
Listening. Sorry. Listening.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm
What do you want to do?
waiting for
So
you.
you change into.
Well, just
Yep.
have a go at fighting him.
The
yeah.
small one over here.
Yeah, the little guy.
What about?
Right.
Okay.
You will notice spikes in the ground over here, and if you run through them, you're going to get bloody paws.
And is there attack of opportunity?
And
Hell,
The spikes are in the green circle only.
Yep.
Yeah.
just eat the one next to you.
Just just stay where you
Right.
were and
It's
Stay
this much
where you
bigger.
were,
That's all.
and just eat that one.
Okay.
Right, let Bugz and me worry about the little one.
I was under the impression I could only hurt the little guy. Sorry.
No. You can-
We'll give him a bite then and see how it goes.
Okay, so make a tech roll as a direwolf. Oh
you
wow!
get it. You have pack tactics though at advantage.
Oh, you do.
Right?
Don't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, pack tactics. So roll again. Make another bite attack. Oh, that one hits. So 11 piercing as you jump up. Let me go make him a strength saving throw. Well, that's a good point Shajara makes, though. These creatures would have... The small one would have disadvantage on their strength saving throw because they're small. You try and grab hold of him by the throat, Shijai, and kind of bring him to the ground, but he shakes it off. He resists your to make him prone. So he shakes that off. So you wild shape, grab him, do some damage. I believe that will be your turn. And you are still concentrating on enlarge though, so that's fine. Okay, Tarvin.
Yes, sir. Okay, I am going to do two things. So, do I just simply stop, break concentration to stop this spell?
Yeah, you can
Is
just
it
drop
simple
it
as
at
that?
any point. Yep. Not
Okay,
even
let's
an
drop it.
action, Not anything. Okay, so the
I will
spike
drop
growth goes away.
But I'll keep the concentration symbol there because I'm now going to cast, as a bonus action, Hunter's Mark
On this guy.
on the guy in front of me, yeah.
Okay, Hunter's Mark is cast.
So there's my 1d6. I rolled a 6.
Okay, so that'll be an extra 6
And now-
damage if you hit.
And now I'm using, I've just dropped my bow and I've got my 2 short swords.
Okay, at disadvantage because you're frightened.
Uh-huh.
First one misses. Whoosh. Oh man, you're just too scared of it. Make a wisdom saving throw, see if you can stop being scared.
Oh,
Seeing
please.
your dad, whatever it is. There we go. So
Oh!
at the end of your turn, you are no longer frightened.
But Hunter's Mark is still on him.
Yeah, Hunter's Mark's still on him, yep.
I'm not going to move.
Okay, cool. Alright, Chain Devils. So, it's going to go after you, Tarvin. Says, animals, I've seen more scary animals than this. And swings out a chain at you. Swings once, swings twice. And Tarvin, with your AC of 16, one of them is going to hit you. So you take 14 damage and make me an acrobatics or athletics check.
14, did you say?
Yep, 14 damage, yep.
Okay, acrobatics or athletics.
Yep,
Oh.
your choice.
Athletics has got bigger. Ah, rubbish.
Rubbish, that rubbish roll is just enough.
Oh,
Spoiler
yes.
alert, the DC is 14. And your
Yeah.
athletics probably went up because your proficiency bonus probably went up. Yeah,
Yeah.
so everything kind of goes up by 1. Okay, so one of them hits. You dodge being caught up in these chains, but you do still take that 14 points of damage.
Done that.
Actually, I've done these in the wrong order. It doesn't matter. They'll all go one after the other. This little guy. Little teensy-weensy guy. Say, I damn you to hell! And swings its chain once, swings its chain twice, and both of them miss Bugz with a 10 and a 13. So dodged nicely. This little guy's having anxiety issues. And this guy up in the north, he's going to jump down from the rock, get within 10 feet of you, Bugz, and attack twice as well. This time, both of them hit with a 19 and a 22. The first one does 8 damage, the second one does 13 damage. You've got an uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
So I assume that'll be the second one, so you can take 14 points of damage. And I make me 2 athletics or acrobatics checks. Okay, that's good. And that's good. So you dodge it, but you're getting cut up from these chains. Something tragic. Bugz is looking like a bloody mess at the moment. Can't help but be concerned at his state. Bugz.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep putting this little one here.
Okay. That hits. And that hits. So we can say sneak attack damage on the first.
21 and 13, so it's 34.
Okay, so yeah, you get some good hits on him. As your rapier cuts into him, he looks a little messed up, a little damaged, but he's still standing up. You can bonus action disengage now if you wanted to.
No, because I used my second attack.
Oh, you did.
But yeah, I'll just leave it at that, I think. I'm getting pretty bloodied anyway. Oh, actually, can I take a... No, because my uncanny dodge comes back to me now that it's my turn again, right?
Wait a minute. Yes, you have your reaction back.
Okay.
Yep, so you have it.
So if I were to leave his area and he were to attack, I have a chance. Uncanny dodge.
You would. But I see what your hit points was, and it's always going to do at least 1 damage regardless.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
matter what, so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on 1, so I'm just going to use it.
Okay, Cal. See these... They're obviously got some hatred towards Bugz for obvious reason, and Bugz is a mess. How is Cal going to help out this situation?
If I get between Bugz, if I go to this location here, does that shield him from attacks? Like, can the chains, even though they can go 10, if I'm in the way, does that prevent that one at the north taking an attack?
That's a good question. I know the answer, but let's see what Cal thinks of the situation.
Right, well, I'm going to move, which means I'm not disengaged from either of them, position myself in between.
Perfect. Yeah.
I am going to still swing at the little itty-bitty one. Let's see if I can actually get my axe on right. I think I've been putting too much effort into it.
This is a little itty-bitty one. I think I changed its size accidentally. But...
Yeah. Still going for the little itty-bitty one. Alright, let's have a look. No.
Yeah, 13 misses.
Oh boy.
12 misses.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. So that's swish, swing, swish. Swish.
Lucky little devil.
Swish, swish, it's lucky little devil. Okay, but you get position between Cal and the other one, but you're something wrong with your battle axe. Might be time for an upgrade there, Cal. Is that your turn? Any bonus actions?
I reserve my bonus actions for when they invariably kick the shit out of me.
Okay. Malamak. Yep.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, Malamak, still concentrating on the lightning. Oh.
Move up to 3. I move up 3, and then I'm going to I'm going to put it in this in this space here to take out this guy, the little dude. So can the little dude make a save?
He can. I can certainly try anyway.
Yeah, can he?
He rolls an 11, so you roll your full damage.
No, it's failed. Yeah, okay, cool. So you get that and that.
Ooh, you're rolling well on these.
31. That's very nice. 40, 10, what is that? 5, yeah. That's pretty good.
That's very good. 5.5, 11, 16.5 would be average for the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah, so that's
Exactly.
great. So 31 points of damage as he gets fried. Ah! Ah, that hurts! No! Stop it! So that's your action.
And then my bonus action, I got in range to cast once again at 2nd level, healing word on Bugzy.
Okay. So roll for
There
that.
we go. It's 8. 8.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So lightning.
Good night, Bugzy!
to rain
They
down.
won't take you!
Okay, very nice. A nice round, lots of damage, lots of healing. Perfect. Shajaya in wolf form.
Yes. I could have another bite at this guy, unless is Bugsy needing. Is he all right? He's quite wounded.
I would stay in wolf form.
You can't heal in wolf form.
Right, I will have another bite.
Okay. So the jaws come out once again, and
Didn't click my. Sorry,
oh,
my.
nice.
Character.
Oh,
Very
That's
nice. That's it. And let's see his strength save. Nope. So you pounce on him, grab him by the throat, throw him around like a rag doll, and throw them to the ground, and he lands with a thump right at Tarvin's feet. So that's quite useful. Nice.
Good teamwork, good combo.
Yeah,
I'll give you a high
combo.
five if you weren't a wolf.
So Tarvin, if you want to take melee attacks, you can do them at advantage thanks to Shijaya.
Oh yeah, is it my turn?
It
No.
is your
Yes.
turn. Yeah, it is your turn.
Okay, so 2 short swords, Maker's Mark, and attacking at advantage. So here's the first one.
Maker's.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh. Okay. Yep. So roll damage.
That's okay. That's 9.
9. Roll another d6.
And is that for the Maker's? Oh, sorry, Maker's Mark, Hunter's Mark.
No, that's because it didn't do the. This is for your critical hit. So now rolled another 2d6, and add all that up, and that'll be your damage. So 12 plus 5, 17 points of damage as you drive your first sword deep into this devilish creature's heart. Now, second attack.
Excellent. All right.
That hits as well, but not a crit, of course. And another d6 for the hunter's mark. It's another 8 points of damage. Okay.
That was in my left hand, so no, that's good.
Yeah, the creature kind of rides out the way, but you do get him. He rolls to one side. You just drive your short swords into him, not once, but twice. Is that your turn, Tarvin?
It is. Yep. I'll stay on top of him.
Okay. The chain devil, the chewer blocking Malamak, gets its chain ready. It can't quite get the angle on Bugz though. So it's going to attack you instead, Cal. Your tactic has worked to put yourself in the right way, in just the right place. The first attack though catches you and does 11 points of damage as the chain's once again cut into your side. And he pulls it back and the blood spurts out. Take 11 points of damage and an athletics or acrobatics check. Cal. Okay, you just brush off the chains as they attempt to get purchase on you. The guy in front of Tarvin and the wolf stand up. Didn't like being stabbed, so it's going to attack you twice, Tarvin. Chains whirling around. Whoosh. Whoosh.
Double chains.
And Tarvin, with your AC of 16, that's going to be 2 hits. So both of them, boosh, boosh. So first of all, there's lots of things we need to do here. First of all, take 20 points of damage as these chains stick in. Yep.
20. Oh, my word.
And make 2 constitution saving throws, please. This is to maintain concentration on your hunter's mark. That succeeds. DC is 10. You need 2 of them though, because you're hit twice. Yep,
Okay.
so you maintain concentration. And now make 2 athletics or acrobatics checks. That's fine.
Ooh.
That is not. So you're doing a good job of dodging out of the way, maintaining concentration on Hunter's Mark, but then finally one chain gets and wraps itself around you. You are restrained by these chains. They're just covered up all over top of you. And you're unable to move.
Alright.
Bugz.
Did he skip one? Sorry for being the. I think you skipped the little one, Malcolm.
You are right.
The one by me hasn't had a turn.
No.
The one by you hasn't had a turn. Sorry, guys. Honest.
Swings with chains the size of budget ones you'd find at the dollar store. He swings once, he swings twice. The second one digs into you, Bugz, doing 10 points of damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Suspecting that, so 5 points of damage. You need to make an athletics or acrobatics check. Okay, you're fine. And you get your reaction back again. So the order is working out well
Awesome.
for you, Bugz. And now it's your turn.
Ooh, yeah, I'm going to attack that one back.
Come on, me bro. That hits. And bonus action,
Nice.
second attack hits as well. Yep, both of those hit. And yep, sneak attack damage for the first one.
That's
Cal is within 5.
23, 31.
So 20. So the first one does. Okay.
Plus 15, yeah, 31
Yep.
damage.
Okay, so you stick your
Um,
rapiers in twice. He's looking
yeah.
a little worse for wear, but he's still got some life in him.
Because the other one's unable to hit me, does that mean I'm technically out of its range? The top one?
You're about to find out if you want to move.
Can I perception?
Tell you what, you can insight. See if he's eyeing you up.
Solid 3.
You have no idea.
I would just move.
Can't Misty Step. Bonus action's been used for the second attack.
Yeah, I can't rabbit hop. But I think I will try and move anyway.
Ooh.
Keep in mind, this guy, there's 2 people who could potentially attack you.
Oh, I'm not moving out of this one's range,
Oh,
but
sure,
out
sure.
of this one's range I am.
Okay.
1, 2, just that side of him.
Yeah, the chain does come out. Tries to attack you. And...
Can you reach me?
well, you were here, which is inside his range.
Here. Yeah,
So
but he
whatever
couldn't
did-
hit me there.
Well, as soon as you move from... Yeah, so you move... Where did you move? Move
There. Opposite Gal.
Tell you what, I'll give you a 50-50 chance. How's that? So
Go
1
for
to
it.
3, you will get attacked. 1 to 3. Okay, so he is going to attack you. And he does hit. And he does 12 points of damage. And you know what that means, Bugz?
Down on 0.
Boop. So finally, Bugz goes down. Despite these healing spells, boom, boom, boom. Finally, just a big rack across the back. And
So do I need to take my roll now or next time on my turn?
roll for
Because I'm down on 0.
Death saving throw.
Yeah.
next turn.
Okay.
So no death saving throws yet.
Gotta kill these devils.
I'm gonna say that the chains do wrap around Bugz. And
Oh man.
okay, and that's Bugz' turn. So this devil here, I'll say with the blue dot, has the chains around Bugz. Cal.
Right. So if the chains are out from this guy, they're wrapped around. I assume you can't do another chain attack directly on me. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, little guy is going to get attacked. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. Can you finally hit one, Cal? Nope.
No.
Maybe the second roll? No.
Nope.
Cal, have you hit anything, Cal, with your 10 or
I've
so
hit
attacks?
nothing. I got all these extra
Wow.
attacks, and I have hit nothing.
Oh,
Literally.
This is
Right.
this is ridiculous.
That
This
is
is actually
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I am going to take my bonus action, which is my second win, to recover 1d10 plus 5 hit points.
Sure. So, yep. Second wind. Secure
So that's
yourself.
yeah.
Okay, nice. Assuming you're staying where you are.
Yep.
You calling lightning?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call lightning. I'm gonna call lightning on. I think.
Well, if I had moved, would that have helped?
No, it's if you'd moved one thing away, it would have been But that's okay.
That doesn't take me out of their range if I went to there.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah, is that fine?
That's my movement.
Because his chains are there, eh?
Yep.
His chain, yeah, sweet.
I'm sure they're not made out of anything conductive. There's not going to be a problem with that. You hit them with lightning.
Well, I haven't been given any bonuses for hitting them, even though they're covered in these chains. So surely it's not going to hit Bugz. All right, so I'm going to pull it down on this spot here.
Okay, so 2 deck saving throws.
2 dex saving throws.
Okay. 1, 2. What's the DC?
15.
1 makes it, 1 doesn't.
Okay, cool.
So this one takes half. So 17 takes 8 points of damage. And little mini me.
Takes the 17.
Little mini me. You're gonna burn in hell!
Oh, finally.
And he fries up and he dies. And interestingly, when he dies, you notice his body start to melt and deform, and you look at it, and before long, there's not a body there. There's a puddle of black ichor, this yucky tar-like substance, right where this devil died. Huh? Do with that what you
I
want.
never called his name. Never mind.
Malamark, that's your action.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna heal Bugsy yet, if that makes any sense. So that's. I think that I will just leave it just yet. Okay, cool. I'm gonna. Yeah. How bad are you, Tarvin?
How do I
see
say
your
this?
thing. I'll have a look at your
it's
HP.
accurate. It's accurate.
Okay, I'll leave it for now.
But
That's my turn.
I'm also bound in chains. If you've got anything that might be able to alleviate that.
No, I can't do that, mate. I'm just busy being Storm, calling down the stuff. My hair's gone white.
A Roro Monroe.
That's the one. Is on mute.
This guy by Tarvin is
He's chained me up.
okay.
I will
And
point out that Bugz is also chained up. Make an insight check, Shajai.
Oh,
Let me roll something because that's going to be close. 6 plus. This guy, you see him wrapping the arms around the chain as if he's about to pull Bugz closer to him.
okay.
Keep in mind, your direwolf is quite fast. You could get over there easily with your, is it 50-foot movement speed?
I'll
Yeah,
run over
but-
there and bite him.
Okay. This guy here is going to take the opportunity to try and attack you as you move.
Does he get one because he's got his chains wrapped around Tarvin?
No, this guy is almost made of chains. So, yes,
Okay.
yes.
It's always a spare chain.
So he
Yeah.
shoots out a chain towards you in your armor class. Oh, it misses. It misses. So this takes its opportunity attack, misses, but the chain shoots out at you, and you dodge it, and you come over and you pounce, getting ready to attack. So make your attack, Shajai.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh no.
16 does hit. 16 is the armor class. And you do 11 points of damage. Let me just roll something. And the bad news is you don't knock him down. You just pick him up and thrash him around in your teeth. And he kind of, it's kind of disgusting because he dies as you're biting him. As you rip his bones out, they slowly turn to tar in your mouth, and it's quite disgusting. You've got a mouthful of demon ichor. But a dead demon, nevertheless, Shajaya. Well done.
The devil.
Because, well, we'll get to that because in a second. But Shajaya, well done. Tarvin, you've still got the final chain devil in front of you.
Yeah, I've got him chained up, guys.
Oh, yes, and so much so that you take 4 points of damage, and you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
There you go. 4
Okay,
points
so-
damage, right?
Yeah, Hunter's Mark is
Oh.
maintained.
Okay, but what can I do while bound?
Technically, you are grappled, so technically your movement is 0. That's it.
Oh, okay then. Let's Hunter's Mark, short sword, double short sword attack.
Okay.
It's not disadvantage. No, it's just normal.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
look at that.
Nice.
Natural. Is that natural 20? No.
Yep.
It's a natural 20.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
On screen. Yep.
Make up for my natural whatever the hell I'm rolling.
It's a 9 plus another d6 for the critical hit. Plus
So-
2d6 for the Hunter's Mark. All dice are doubled. So
Oh, it's amazing. I have to
11,
remember that.
11, yep. So still 2 more d6. So 11, 19 points of damage. Okay, he's looking rough, but he's still up from the first attack.
Okay, here comes the left hand.
Left hand still hits. 6.
Plus 3.
Now, technically, that 6 is a 2. You don't get your bonus damage on your second hand.
Yeah, okay, so 2 plus 3, 5.
So another 5. Okay, he's still up. Okay.
Huh. Well, I can't move, so that's me.
He pulls. What does he do? He releases the chain from you, Tarvin. You're no longer grappled. Takes one step here, looking to attack Bugz, it seems.
Do I not get attack of opportunity there?
You do.
Oh, I see. With my short sword, right? Just one?
Yep, just one. Hunter's Mark will apply if you hit. You hit. And Hunter's Mark.
That's
So-
at 3.
Yep. So
13.
the hunters, he breaks a chain from you, gets both chains, and gets ready to bring it down on the body of Bugz. With the 2 attacks, if the 2 attacks hit, Bugz will die. But just as he's raising these both chains, you come and just stab him right under the ribs. He screams and he falls to the ground and turns into a puddle of goo.
Tarvin says something like, devil's sausages for dinner.
Well, there's no sausages, there's just goo left. You could put them in
Oh, yeah.
casing, I guess, but yeah. Malamak, are you going to cast Healing Word?
Yeah. I'm actually, if they're all dead, he's going to run up. I think I can get it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and cast it on Bugsy. Cast Cure Wounds instead. Sorry.
You have 35 foot of movement?
No, I don't. Did I do 35?
Yeah.
I have 30 foot of movement. Ah, bugger. Oh well. I'll cast Healing Word then. Bring him up.
Okay.
I'll do it at first level just to begin with.
Alright.
There you go, 5.
Well, that
Just
was...
a question.
Bugz gasped for breath.
Why would he
Welcome.
die off 2 attacks rather than the 3?
What's that, sorry?
Why would he
Why
have
would
died
Bugz-
off the 2 attacks for Bugz rather
Well-
than the 3?
Well, 2 things. First of all, both attacks would have been at advantage. If he hits with the
Yeah.
first attack, it's considered an automatic critical and you automatically fail
Yep.
2 death saving throws.
Oh, really?
So you
Oh,
hit someone
okay.
who's
Sorry.
dead, they fail twice. So if Bugz had been hit twice, Bugz
Okay.
would be dead.
Huh.
Okay, sweet. I thought, yeah. No, in my head, I thought it was like one hit was one. All right, cool.
They get
Just
Good
as well I
to know.
stabbed him in the back, huh?
Yeah, just as
Stab.
well. Otherwise, that would have been a terrible mistake by me, not giving you
Stab
any
you.
healing and just saving all my healing up.
almost
Cool.
cost Bugz his life.
Well, that was a fairly epic encounter. I must admit, towards the beginning of the encounter, when the other two came in the shadows, I thought we might be a little bit pickled. But
Yes.
we managed to persevere. So good on you, team.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's amazing that Cal did not hit a thing.
Yeah, no thanks to Cal or Whimsy.
Wow,
Yeah.
Cal was the only one that managed to block a hit from me, though, which was
Yeah.
I'm thankful
true.
for.
I gave you more time, but yeah, that blocking
Yeah.
of the hit, that was a mean move.
Definitely, I would have been down a lot sooner.
And that
Shajaya.
mysterious direwolf too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps appearing.
Shajaya, once you're
Yeah.
back in high elf form, is there something you want to share on the subject of dying players? Something I sent you a message about. If you remember.
Yes. Sent me a message. I don't remember it word for word. I have got a new spell where I can revive people who are have died if I get there within 1
Within
minute.
a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
But
it comes at a price.
I need to cast a 300p diamond.
So 300 gold pieces.
I
worth
need
of diamond.
excuse me. I need a 300 gold piece diamond to cast it.
Oh.
and
Per-
the
It should-
the diamond will
sorry.
be destroyed upon casting as well.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is, I usually don't worry about spell components, like to cast Fireball, you need back guano and other bits and pieces. Don't really worry about that. But for things that get consumed, like the diamond
Yep.
and Revivify, you do. So you can't actually cast Revivify at the moment until you get a 300 gold piece diamond. Now, the obvious place to get a 300 gold piece diamond is from a mine. And the mines of Tourmaline would probably have it.
Well, we've got a cracked 250 gold piece aquamarine. Would that work?
Is it a 300 gold piece diamond?
No, but
350
we've
gold
also got a bloodstone worth 50 gold pieces.
You just
We
gaff
put
it
those
in
together
together.
with
Okay,
Just
if you
chuck
want to spend the rest of the campaign working on alchemy to turn various high value things into other high value things, then you
This
can.
magic spell is so picky. It's 300 GP, not
Yeah.
How badly is it
299.
cracked? Can I use mending on it? How badly is it cracked? If it's less than a foot, I can do mending on it, I think.
You could.
Yeah. So I'll yeah.
we've got a couple of pearls and stuff as well.
I'm sure
so
there's probably something in that Dark Duchess treasure hoard under the ocean right now, right?
As long as the break or tear is no longer than a foot, you can mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage.
and we've got a couple of quartz crystals that we could meld together, I'm sure.
I can't do that. I can only mend things.
I have a feeling we're being led towards the mines of Tourmaline.
He's leading us nowhere. He leads us in all
Okay.
directions.
think so
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
Well, I
There's no
mean,
need to go back to Tourmaline because those kobolds sort of had a riot. But
at least we know a way.
Tourmaline.
But there was
where
a
people want to kill
Yeah.
bugs. That Tourmaline.
That Targos is where Bugz wants to be killed, right?
Tourmaline
it?
sounds like a dessert that I would like.
That you ended the
I
end
think
of
any
a-
city they want me,
Yeah.
but especially in Targos.
The posters are all over. Everybody knows that Bugz is worth 1,000 gold pieces.
kind of like the plot to Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, I can't remember that plot. It's been a while since I watched that movie.
I'm just saying. 'cause it's all good.
Okay.
What's it?
So,
It's a shame. Sorry, go on.
yeah. Yes. So you obviously noticed that Thirstwell Van Camper was not there, which is not surprising, consider, you know, if I was a noble, I get other people to do my dirty work, so he wasn't there. So, I'm not sure what you're going to do about that. And if you want to cast Revivify, I guess Malamak could technically cast it as well. You need that 300 gold piece diamond, which you don't have. And I'm going to say that you do know there's a mine in Tourmaline. Maybe Bryn Shander might have one, but Bryn Shander or Tourmaline would be your best bet to find such a diamond for such a valuable.
What about Skinny Dude? Skinny Dude might have a diamond kicking about on him as well.
Skinny Bob.
Yeah, Thirstwell, yeah.
I'm sure there's many royalties he has on him.
Actually, you get out your paint set and you do a very excellent job of painting Thirstwell Van Thamper. That's what he looks like.
Let's have a close-up look at this guy. Does he look like a vampire? Is he? Not
Looks
really.
like a vampire.
Not really. Could be. What's he got in his hands? What have you drawn there, Bugz?
It's just a box. It's
Some sort of trinket I always see him with, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
trinket.
He looks
Right.
dastardly, doesn't he?
You drew a picture.
Yeah,
of the
that
dude.
might just be my artistic style. I do tend to go quite dark.
Who's that? Oh,
That's
is that his
the
wife or
matriarch.
his mother?
His mother.
Matey.
Mother.
His mum.
Mother.
So this is Amric,
She's
the second
got
born
strong
son.
arms.
Tell my class sees me.
And then who have I done?
He looks trustworthy.
Doesn't
really
he?
trustworthy.
I can see all his knives, so that's good.
Look, Van Thampoor.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that looked like a guy with a chip on his shoulder.
is he the third born?
It's a very big chip from a very big tree.
So Amric-
Thirstwell is the firstborn.
Yeah.
And when the Duke, or I guess technically Duchess, dies, he would take her position. But it just, he's a slimy little shit. Nobody likes him. His personality matches his looks. Amric is very capable, and everybody thinks he should take over from the Duke. But he was born second. And this guy is shunned by the family because of his appearance. He's an outcast in the family.
Sounds like he's our man.
He might be our buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks a bit like Malamuk.
Thanks.
Yeah, it seems like obviously if it's a skinny Van Thamper, then it could only be Thirstwell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, first of all, it looks like someone I'd want to stab. It's a shame he wasn't there tonight.
He's got a face you just like to punch.
Yeah.
It's a bad quality to have.
So Amric is the character, Bugz, that you were hoping to do a dodgy deal with.
I was just hoping to turn them against one another, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. That's all right. Okay. Well, maybe Mortlock. Do you know anything about him, Bugz, in your reporting?
Well, that he's the Duke of the family, you know. What else do I know about him? Yeah, other than the fact that the rest of the family despise him.
Do you know where we'd find him? No.
Probably back at his home,
Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate.
Gate. Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Okay, so problems abound. Let's see how you deal with this, but we'll need to end it here. And I think next week Albert would come back. So kind of worked out well. He didn't really have a choice to go to. Well, I guess you could have gone and checked out this thumping noise in your head, Bugz, but that's a story for next week. Okay, thank you very much, guys. That was fun.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
you.
you.
Night.
Take care. Good night.
Take care.